Have you ever watched price hit your exact field level, hunt your stop, and then explode into a massive move without you? You're not wrong about the direction. You're just acting as someone else's exit liquidity. You see, retail traders use Fibonacci to find support and resistance, but the market makers, they use those exact same levels to find your orders. Hi, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., and inside the magical Fibonacci tool, I am handing you the exact institutional framework you need to flip the script. No more guessing, no more games, no more retail traps, just pure precision order flow. It's time to stop feeding the markets, switch sides, and learn to hunt liquidity like the pros. Good evening, everybody. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? It is I, says he. It is I, says he. Hear me. Did you miss me? What's happening, man? Who up in here? Let me see who up in here, man. Hold on. Before I go see who up in here, I got to get myself together. Y'all can see I'm still in vacation mode. I'm 16 minutes late. And I wasn't even sleeping. I'm fully realized awake. I've been on vacation. Hear me.
Welcome back.
I'm back. I'm back. Y'all made some money this week. I came back off vacation. I pulled up in my driveway at 3:37. While I was driving back from Atlanta from the airport, I kept peeking at the Nasdaq, see what it was doing. And I said, I'm gonna go in there and get me a little bit of that money. I said, I ain't gonna touch this Friday. I ain't gonna force nothing on Friday. I've been on vacation. I was peeking at the charts while I was on vacation, but I wasn't trying to trade. Only thing I did every night, I came in and I updated my daily high, daily low, and my midnight level. That's all I did every day, so I could see what the price was doing when I at a quick glance. While me and the family was hanging out doing what we do. But I ain't take no trades, but I did come in. I took 2 trades this afternoon. One eval account that I got with this new company that I've been trying out. I ain't gonna tell y'all who it is until I see if I like them or not. Right? I got to see if I like them or not before I say. And even if I like them, I might not tell y'all who it is. I see. But I took 2 trades. You know what I'm saying? I took 2 trades. Caught me 2 quick shorts. Scalp McGee. Make sure I'm in the right account right here. So when I compose my email, what account is this that I'm in? What account? Yeah, that's the Spider Gang account. Let me go to the sent. Yes, I'm in the right account because I see when I sent the giveaways, right? I'm in the right account. All right, I'm in the right account. Y'all, y'all got to get my numbers up on YouTube. Y'all got to get my numbers up on YouTube. Let me see who in the gang. What? Oh Lord, y'all. I've been gone for a whole week, and I come back for the first Freebie Friday, and ain't nobody here. Just a couple folk. No.
That means you should do the giveaway now, so me and Yolanda got a 50-50 chance of winning.
Y'all give it up for Run the Green. Y'all give it up for Run the Green, man. Y'all give it up for you see. That's what I like.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Are you not entertained? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, y'all give it up for Stacks Currency. I ain't seen Stacks Currency since Master Sergeant Half-Mast was a private. Who in here know who Master Sergeant Half-Mast is? Is there anybody in here who know who Master Sergeant Half-Mast is? I ain't seen Stacks Currencies since Master Sergeant Half-Mast was a private. Is there anybody? If anybody in here, you got, let me see. Within 5 seconds, because I don't want nobody Googling nothing. If you could tell me in 5 seconds who Master Sergeant Half-Mast is, I'm going to do 2 giveaways tonight. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000. And too long. Here temporarily working, and I don't know who Master Sergeant Half-Mast is. DXM. Shout out Yolanda. Shout out Rhonda Green. Shout out Juices and Berries. Juices and Berries pulled up with some popcorn with a face on it. You don't want to eat that popcorn, Juices and Berries. It got a face on it. Shout out Kim. Shout out, hold on, let me switch this over because I know she in here. Yep. Here to learn and share. Welcome back. She the first one. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Shout out Sebastian. I said DXM. Stacks. Hey, y'all put something in chat, man. Get my numbers up, man. Get my numbers need to be up for a giveaway. My numbers got to be up for y'all talk to me. What y'all been doing since I've been gone? We gonna see if these numbers get up. If these numbers, man, that person right there look like my daughter. That little filter. I thought that was my daughter for a second. I'm like, what Jada doing down there? But it's like a little, I just opened up Instagram. It's got a little filter, like a little lady sitting there like this right here. And it's like one of the filters at the bottom, like when you're trying to go live. But I thought it was a picture of my daughter down there. Y'all talk to me, man. I ain't got nothing to say. I can go back and start watching TV. I go back and start watching TV. Passing prop firms evals since you've been gone. Wait a minute. I don't care if you've been passing prop firm. You said I've been passing prop firm eval since you've been gone. You talking about this week? So you just talk about this week. You been since I've been gone this week. You been out. What you been doing since you been gone, Stat? You tell me what you been doing since you been gone, and then everybody else, y'all tell me what y'all been doing since I've been gone. Talk to me. What's the day? 26. 26. Freebie Friday. Update my details. Go live. I'm gonna go live on Instagram. See if somebody on Instagram wants some free accounts. What's up, Felicia? Holla at me, Felicia. What you got going on? Go to youtube.com. Ain't nobody gonna talk to me? Ain't nobody gonna talk to me? Ain't nobody gonna talk to me? Y'all just gonna jump on here and wait for me to give y'all a free account. I've been gone on vacation. Y'all ain't gonna talk to me. Y'all ain't gonna say, hey Tim, how you doing? Hey cat, dog. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna say nothing to me. Huh? Y'all gonna treat me like that? Y'all gonna treat me like that? Been living life. Got a few payouts. And now trying to scale to my ultimate freedom. Man, y'all give it up for Stacks Currency, man. Stacks. Slow and steady wins the race, Stacks. Hey, if y'all on YouTube, come over to youtube.com/newtlr. If you're a trader, you might get a chance to win a free Apex account. If they get my numbers up. If they don't get my numbers up, I'm just gonna sit here and run my mouth because I've been on vacation and I'm still on vacation mode. And if they ain't heard, I don't give a fat rat's. Y'all give it up for Stacks. Stacks say slow and steady wins the race. Stacks, that's what I was saying. Slow and steady wins the race. Stacks. LMO. I don't think. Oh, that's in my opinion. In my opinion, I don't think this was a bad week to take vacation from trading in regards to price action. Sebastian, I got a question for you. What did we say price was doing right now on the higher time frames? We said price was doing what? Last time we talked, and a few weeks before I went on vacation, what did we say price? There you go, Sebastian. We said price had made it to Picasso's house. And when it gets to Picasso's house, it starts to engineer liquidity, meaning it will do what a lot of the old heads call Christmas tree trading. Tim, what is that? Red candle, green candle, red candle, green candle, red candle, green candle. And we call that consolidation. And we call that engineering liquidity. And we call that choppity sloppity. Don't beat the liquidity. So, if you're anticipating that, what can you do? You can trust the process of selling the high and buying the low. Right? Well, Tim, where can I sell and buy? If you know it's consolidating, sell the highest bearish order block and buy the lowest bullish order block. I just gave you $1 million worth of game, but you didn't even know that. The boy coming back with $1 million worth of game. $1 million worth of game. We're gonna look at the charts in a minute because ain't nobody trying to talk to me. Ain't nobody trying to make me feel welcome. Ain't nobody. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Instagram and you trade and you want a chance to win an Apex account, come over to YouTube. We might be doing a giveaway to give away free Apex accounts, something like that. But I don't know because they YouTube.com/thenewtlr. Maybe y'all will come over here and talk to me because right now ain't nobody saying gang ain't said nothing to me. I'm fun to hang up on gang tonight and stay on the YouTube. How you love that? All good. Oh, all good here. Had a fun week. Juice and Bear. Shout out Juice and Bear. Felicia, all is well. How was your trip? I'm glad you asked that, Felicia. My trip was phenomenal. I had an awesome sauce time. When I tell you I had a time, I had a time. 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 Me and the family enjoyed ourselves. We got on a bird out of Atlanta and we flew to LaGuardia and we stayed in Flushing, which is, if I'm not mistaken, in the Queensboro. We stayed in Flushing in the Queensboro. We went over to New Jersey for my nephew's graduation. And then we hung out all up and through New York. New York don't owe me nothing. We did it all, baby. We did it all. And then last night, at the tail end of doing it all, we done rode the 7 train, the E train, the F train, the J train, and man, Jay-Z showed out. Jay-Z done bought the whole J train. It ain't now an advertisement on the J train except Jay-Z hands like this right here. The J train ain't got not now advertisement except Jay-Z 30. It just got his hand like this right here on the outside of the train, the inside of the train. And on the J train, ain't nothing but Jay-Z. It's wrapped on the outside of the train. You on the inside, down the side, every little square, everything in the J train is Jay-Z. That boy bought the whole train for his advertisement. All in Times Square with the advert. And then they said him and Blue Ivy did a pop-up. And we was on the 25th. We was right. We was in Times Square. We was all up and through Manhattan. We was in Lower East Manhattan over on Delancey Street. We went to like this cat place. We was in Times Square. We went to the 9/11 memorial thing with the reflections. We went inside the Oculus Center. We was all over Manhattan. We was up and down Manhattan. I usually go by the Bull, but I done been by the Bull enough. They know me around that part there. They know me around where the Bull at. Then you go around the corner to the Wall Street building. You know, I've been all up through there. And for y'all who don't know, that Bull ain't actually on Wall Street. It's not on Wall Street. You got to go around the corner to see the Bull. If you go to Wall Street, where the Wall Street building is, the Bull around the corner. You know what I'm saying? You got to go up the street, round the corner, down it is over there. The Bull over there. Right, but we ain't go see the Bull. We ain't go see the Bull this time. We just were hanging out all up and through Manhattan. And then on our way back, it's about 10 o'clock last night, right? And we rode the train all day yesterday because they, FIFA World Cup going on, right? We, you know what I'm saying? We seen like a few, like, we ran into some of the German players at Chelsea's. Is it Chelsea's Market? I think it's called Chelsea's Market. We ran into some of the German players. There was about 6 of them in there come to get something to eat. I found out they lost. They were still friendly though. They, you know what I'm saying? They weren't too down about losing. They were still friendly. They probably mad, but my wife gonna talk, one of them winked at me. I said, that man ain't, she like, no, he did. He wasn't winking at you like flirting with you, but I think he did it in a way like that's how they say what's up. Like, you know how, black people be like, what's up? Because when you was like, what's up to him, he like kind of, he like did like that, and I was like, oh, don't be trying me like that, because you know what I'm saying? I'm a red pill man, homophobic, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't got no problem with gay people, man. Y'all be gay, man. Just don't try to force it on me, man. You like who you like. I don't care who you sucking, touching, rubbing, licking, sticking. I don't care nothing about that, man. As long as you don't come over here and pinch my nipples. Shout out my uncle. My uncle said I almost said the S word. I forget. See, I'm 53. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, we said the S word. We said the S word and we said the F word. We can't say that no more. We get banned for that right there. But this, you know what I'm saying, this man who identify as not being a man right now, my uncle said he pinched his nipple. He thought you was the same thing. He thought you were part of the Rainbow Coalition, and I ain't talking about Reverend Sharpton. You feel me? And then we what else I was saying? Oh, we coming back. It's about 10 o'clock. We riding on the train. We on the 7 train now. We on the 7 train. We took the E train to the 7 train. We on the 7 train, and we stopped, and we had 2 more stops. We had to stop that's right there by the Met Stadium, right? The Met stop, and then it was the 7 Main Street stop. That's where we were supposed to get off at. When we stopped at the stop before the Met Stadium, right? They came over the intercom. We're having a slight delay. Okay. No, we're going to be delayed momentarily. Okay. There's been a passenger injury at 7th Street Main, so we won't go to 7th Street Main tonight. We're just going to stop at the Met, at the Met, whatever it's called. Okay, so it ain't that bad. It ain't that far from there. I don't know how long we're going to be sitting here. As you see, the lights have turned off and the AC is off on the train. So they've cut all power and all the 7 line is not moving at all. So we don't know how long we're going to sit here. So me and my family and about 200 other people had to get off the train and start walking. Now, mind you, we still on the Manhattan side of the river. we stand over there in the Queensboro. It's luckily we were staying in the Queensboro and Flushing. We was in Flushing, which is really close to the river. You know what I'm saying? Because it took us about 50 minutes to walk from where we was at on the train down, I think it's Roosevelt. Walked down Roosevelt over. We went over one bridge. Then we went over the bridge that go over the water. And then, you know what I'm saying, once we went over the bridge to go over the water, we come right there by that one, it's like a little shopping area. I can't remember the name of it. It's one shopping area when you first come over the river right there. And then, you know, we stayed not too far from this. So it took us about 50 minutes. But if we wouldn't have been staying so close there, we would have been in trouble. And I was like, it had to be a fatality. Because they shut down they cut all power. And I was like, ain't no way they gonna cut power if somebody just got hurt. They cut all power and no train could move. I was like, somebody had to die. Because they cut all the power. We sitting there, they're like, and when the light went off, we was like, what in the world? And the AC turned off. Oh, as you see, the air conditioner has stopped, so that means they've cut all power to the tracks. I'm like, oh, somebody out of there, man. Somebody out of there. Y'all pray for the people, family, whoever that was. Yeah. U.S. flushed it. But they won in the Met Stadium last night. The Mets actually played the Cubs last night. And boy, them people, when they was coming out of there, they were 38 hot. Because they coming out the stadium thinking they fun to get on the train. Because the train station right there by the stadium. All the people standing around on their phones trying to call Ubers, and we already know the lick. Because we've been walking since, you know what I'm saying, way down there. We've been walking since like 150, no. It was, 104th. We've been walking since like 104th. And now we all the way down here by the Met Stadium, which is way down there past I think it's past 114th. So we've been walking like 15 blocks already. You know what I'm saying? We've been walking at least 10. We've been walking at least 10 blocks because I can't remember how far the stadium is past 114th. That's the last street sign I remember looking at before we went over that bridge that went over that street, right? And called my wife was like, man, look at all this traffic. And then that's when we found out they was playing a game. Then that's when we seen all them pissed off people out there. Man. And boy, when I tell you I know Uber was price gouging, I know they was price gouging. Because people was walking up to Ubers, knocking on the window. Like they weren't even going in the app. They just walking up to the cars and knocking on the window trying to get home. I say, boy, they price gouging. They finna rape them. They finna rape them. Yeah, number one goal. Chicken over rice. Yeah, man. Y'all say congratulations to my nephew, man. Y'all put congratulations nephew in the chat, man. Put congratulations nephew in the chat, man. My brother firstborn graduated high school yesterday. With a good GPA. At a smart school. He go to school with smart people. I see you did that. He like, I did that already. I did that. Oh, teacher's pet. Oh, teacher's pet. Hey. Yolanda, Kim, Rhonda. Oh, what's up, Lump? When you pulled up in here? What y'all do since I've been gone? Let's go.
I got been 4 minutes when you were talking about somebody must have died on the tracks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Thank everybody for the congratulations.
Yeah, my brother said thank everybody for the congratulations. Oh, I got the music sound on. They can hear you. Hey, I forgot to do this right here. Good evening. If this is your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, please allow me to say welcome. But is it a filter on my face on that? Oh no, ain't no filter on my face. I was looking at the IG thing. But if it's not your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I still want to say welcome. But give you a nice hearty, well, thank you for always tuning in to Tim's Tidbits. If you don't know who I am, my name is Timothy Lee Rogers Sr., a.k.a. Aranya Grande. That should mean Big Spider if you don't hablo español. And you are in tune to the very first, don't act, y'all see. You in tune to the very first Freebie Friday. Freebie Friday. Don't ask me who that joker was on that video right there. I put a thumbnail on there and I said, animate the words on this right here and just have the main character nod his head. They changed me to a whole nother person. Let me write it back again so y'all can see it. They changed me to a whole nother. Watch how my face change. It's going to change before your eyes. I'm going to look like me and then I'm going to look like somebody else. All right. And I'm going to play the one that they did the first time. I told them to like animate it in a engaging way. Ooh, when I play that one there, oh my God, they changed it to somebody else and they had him talking and oh my God. Okay, look at this one here. Freebie Friday, Freebie Friday, Freebie Friday. I don't know who that dude is. I can't tell you who that dude is, but he is not as bad as this joker over here. Let me show this to y'all. Y'all gonna be like, oh no, they didn't. You remember back in the day when remember them S words I was telling y'all about? When them S words used to be like, oh no, he didn't. Watch this here. Wait for it. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Let me share. I got to share my screen on this one here. I'm just gonna go full screen. Tell me who it look like me. Y'all like, that's Tim. Because that's me right there. That's the beginning. Watch this, though. Who is that? Hey, wait a minute. That's not it. That's the one I just played. Did I delete it? Hold on. That's the one I just played. I don't know who that is either. But let me find the other one. Where is it? Oh, I didn't download it because it was so trash. Okay, I got to go. Let me go to Gemini. It was so trash, I didn't download it. I said, not in your life. You will not do me like that. Look at this garbage.
Welcome to another Freebie Friday, where you can win big.
Who is that?
You can win any size standard Apex account.
And what does the shirt say?
Welcome to another Freebie Friday,
where
you can win big. You can win any size standard Apex account.
Who is that? Who is he? Get off my screen. Who is that?
You have to tell it not to change your facial features.
I said, what in the world? They ain't never did that bad. I ain't never did it that bad. That's the worst. That is the worst. Look at it.
Welcome to another Freebie Friday.
The only good thing they did
where
about
you can win
they
big.
had like the nice
you can win any size standard.
The nice words, but where did they get that person from? They trying to say all us look alike. I need to talk to somebody. They trying to say, my numbers done went down. People don't like to hear me talking. People, they came up, they said, I just want a free account, and then they just left. Let me see what y'all put in here. Then we're gonna go look at the learn more about time. That's what's up, Stacks, man. Say learn more about time and price. Core Cravers, what's going on? I'm doing good. I had a time. It was the time, and perhaps the only best time. That was this weekend. That was this weekend. Corey Crave, what you talk about chicken over rice? I still don't know what that means. Chicken over rice. Are you asking me? Chicken over rice? Can we just get roast capollo? Can we get just chicken and rice? Can we just get chicken and rice? Might as well have the spider talk. Might as well. Hey man, let's look at the Charlie Tart. Let's look at the Charlie Tart for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I can't get no love. I can't get no love on my YouTube numbers. I be having people trying to sneak and go look at it on YouTube and look at it on the Zoom and log in with an extra YouTube account and all that right there. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, where are we? Where are we? Oh, where are we? Could it be? Could it be? Wait a minute. If we come here and go to that body there, and we come here and go to that body there, that's like the lowest body right there. And then we stretch it across here, right? From once we came into that area. And we're not going to extend this. We're not going to extend this. All right? We're not. Y'all say, Tim, where's the spreadsheet? I don't see the spreadsheet. It's Freebie Friday, and I don't see the spreadsheet. I don't see it either. Just like I don't see the love. Where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? Look at that there. Once we came up here and reached Picasso's house up there, right? Remember we said we had reached Picasso's house. Let's dig back in our magical bags of tricks. Who remember Felix the cat? Who remember Felix the cat? We're going to dig back here into our magical bags of tricks like Felix. Y'all don't know who Master Sergeant Half-Mass is. Who remember Felix the cat? Is there anybody in here that did time in the military? Is anybody in here did time in the military? If you did time in the military, put a 1 in the chat. If you did time in the military, put a 1 in the chat. Let me see. Fib. Is it not in here? Did I take it out? Projections. Master Sergeant Half-Mass. I'm trying to see if ain't nobody been in the military, then I'll go ahead and tell y'all. But I'm looking to see if somebody was in the military. BPR daily. Did I take it off? Hey Tim, did I miss it? Nah, you ain't missed it yet. Ain't nobody giving me no love, so I ain't even put the spreadsheet in there for anybody to even enter the drawing yet. Cause I don't feel the love. I ain't feeling the love right now. Ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? I ain't feeling the love. I'm not feeling loved. Ain't nobody, my likes ain't up. My views ain't up. You know what I'm saying? My views trash. My likes ain't up. Ain't nobody sharing it out with their friends. There ain't nobody telling a friend to tap in. You know what I'm saying? I finally figured out that Tomas is a real person at Apex after I gave him all this grief about being a scammer, and he just being so kind to me. He like, yeah, Tim, that's a great idea. I sent him the graphic. I say, hey, this an idea I got, man. I want to do this right here for the community. The community love when I be doing the giveaways. But y'all don't love me. Y'all just want a free account. Y'all don't love the interaction. You just want a free eval account. That's all it is. I'm about to tell Thomas I ain't doing it no more because y'all don't love me. I'm waiting outside Target for my teenager. You waiting outside Target for your teenager? Oh, you wait. Oh, y'all out shopping? Shh, Ralph, don't say Target too loud. They got mad at Jay-Z because Jay-Z was selling his record in Target. They said, why Jay-Z selling his record in Target when we supposed to be boycotting Target? Why Jay-Z? Don't say that too loud. You gonna make them switch away from my live stream talking about Target. Shout out Felicia, man. Felicia said some of us been here before the giveaways. And that's real spill. That's real. Felicia Throwback Gang. Shout out Throwback Gang. Felicia, Yolanda, Rhonda, Here to Learn and Share. Who else Throwback Gang? Kim. Is Kim throwback or Kim semi-throwback? It's Kim. You throwback or semi-throwback? You throwback
I've been
gang
here a
gang.
long time.
You throwback gang. Are you throwback gang? Are you gang from when I was doing it on Instagram?
Yes.
Yeah, you throwback gang. If you hear from Instagram, you throwback gang. Shout out all the throwback gang. I see Felicia over there, throwback gang. Watch me keep changing. I know the picture, but they keep changing their name. I can't remember who that is. I ain't gonna shout them out as throwback gang because you keep changing your name on me, but you been around. Stop changing your name. 80 gang, but 80 ain't throwback gang. 80, I'm talking about throwback gang. Stacks currency been pulling up forever. Stacks like throwback cousin. Stacks a throwback cousin to the gang. Like Stacks been around for a while. He throwback cousin. You know what I'm saying? Stacks throwback cousin. Juice and Bears, you just knew fruit. Pluck you off, move you to the side. Sebastian, new fruit. I appreciate you, new fruit. Core Cravers, new fruit. Appreciate y'all, new fruit. I'm shouting out the throwback gang. DXM semi-throwback. I think DXM semi-throwback. But throwback nonetheless. Ralph. Ralph. New Ralph. New. Hey, let's look at what was I saying before I pop? Why did I come full screen? Oh yeah, because I was like, y'all just want a free account. That's all. That's why y'all came. Y'all just want a free account. That's why y'all came up. Yeah, semi throwback. Throwback nonetheless. I appreciate you. DXL. I appreciate you. Let's look at the charts, man. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. Y'all be listening to Kendrick Lamar. That's what y'all be listening to. Y'all don't be listening to that. Where she at? You get embodied by a singer. Y'all don't be listening to that. Y'all be listening to that. Y'all be listening to that other stuff. Y'all be listening to that. That's what y'all be listening to. Y'all don't be listening to that. Free. I just got to be free. Free. Y'all don't be listening to that. Y'all be listening to that. All I ever wanted was a black Grand National. Ah. So, as we see, when we came up to, all right, I'm gonna make a sheet and I'll put it in the gang first. I'm put it in the gang first. And if and only if I feel the love on YouTube, then I may share it with you. If, oh, if, oh, if. Freebie Friday on the 26th. Freebie Friday on the 26th. I say, hey, man, every Friday during the price action recap, I want to do a giveaway for the people, man. Oh, Tim, that's a great idea. I love the graphic. You got, oh, man, you got, it's just, I can see the energy. I can see your personality all over it. You got your face on there. It's just popping. I love that. Love it. Let's do it. He probably don't sound like that because his name Tomas. I don't know what his accent is, so I can't imitate. Right? Uh-oh. I just got to be free. Name, YouTube channel name. What's the last one I put on there? Name, YouTube channel name. Oh, email address. I just got to be free. I just want to be free. Gang. I be outside with my gang. I be outside with my gang. Gang. The sheet is in the chat. Gang. The sheet is in the chat. If I feel the love on you of the tube, I will share the sheet on YouTube also. Look at Kim jumping in there. Let me move it off the screen. Over here. Fill in each blank with the correct information. Any blanks on there, you will be removed from the list. We're going by the rules. Okay. Let's look at price. Since I've been gone, I was gone this week here. And as you see, we have stayed in the range. See that I marked out the highest body and the lowest body on the daily range, right? And if you look here, this line, right? That line has a very important price level there, right? Can y'all see that price on the lines? If you see the price on the lines, put a 1 in the chat. Shout out Drez. What's going on, Drez? If you can see the numbers on the line, put a 1 in the chat. Uh-oh, I see a name. I I don't know. Flundo. I ain't never seen a name. Y'all give it a Flundo. I ain't never seen a name before. Flundo, if this your first time. What's up, Wayman? Flundo, if this your first time tuning in to Tim's Tidbits, I appreciate you. Welcome. If it's not your first time tuning in, I jalapize. I just don't recognize that name, and I try to remember the names. You hear me? Shout out Flundo in the building, man. Y'all give it a Flundo one more time. Okay. Who can tell me, it can be Gang, it can be YouTube. Who can tell me why 30,761 even was a very important number to the algorithm, represented by this black line right there. That black line is just giving you a visual representation of 30,761 even. Who can tell me why that's a very important number to the algorithm? Huh? Oh man, I do not have my water in here. I do not have my water in here. Nobody? 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 When
And that's 75% on your fib.
When I literally just marked it out, standard deviation. Give me a little more detail, Sebastian. Give me a little more detail than standard deviation. Give me a little more. Show your work. Don't just give me the answer. Show your work. Give me a little more detail. Come on. You can do it. Come on. You can do it. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm telling you, I'm gonna share the Zoom link, right? I ain't even looking at chat no more. Stop typing in chat closed. My chat is closed. I can't see it no more. I'm finna share the Zoom link. It bet not be no crank yankers pulling up on this Zoom. If a crank yanker pull up on this Zoom, if a crank yanker pull up on this Zoom, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm finna share the link in the description, right? I mean, in the chat right now. Copy link, right? I'm going to leave the link in there while I go get. No, I ain't gonna leave it while I go get. Oh, I'm gonna leave the link in there for 2 minutes, right? I'm gonna leave the link in there for 2 minutes. Then I'm going to remove it, right? I'm putting the link in there. I'm looking like y'all can see me. I'm putting the link in there for class participation. Right? I'm putting the link in there for class participation. All right? I'm putting it in there for class participation. Okay? If I don't get any class participation, y'all already know what the lick read. All right? Because I'm tired of waiting on people to type. Okay? I'm tired of waiting on people to type. There go the link. Pull up and talk to me. Pull up and talk to me. Where a link? Juices and berries. I literally said I just put the link in there. Pull up and talk to me. And then Yolanda gonna click on the link after she was already in here. She clicked on there to come in twice. Bobby. Who is Bobby? Bobby Axelrod. That is not your real name. I know who Bobby Axelrod is. Bobby Axelrod, if you come in here doing left arm curl, right arm one-handed curls, we're going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem. I know who Bobby Axelrod is. That's not Bobby Axelrod. Bobby Axelrod is good friends with Storm Hudson and Victor Newman. Victor Newman, Bobby Axelrod, and Storm Hudson. They are all good partners. Who remember Victor Newman from the stories back in the day? I was supposed to be telling y'all who
Barbara Axelrod was from the show called Billions.
Yes, Billions. Very good. Shout out DXM. Bobby Axelrod come from Billions. Yes. And Victor Newman came from one of them stories back in the day. I can't remember which one it was.
Young and the Restless.
Young and the Restless. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. All right. Y'all don't do no kind of crank yanking. I'm finna go get my water and I'm gonna come back and we gonna do some class participation. Wait a minute. How many people came over here? Let me see how many people came over here. It was more people than that on it was more people than that on YouTube. Y'all need to get on over here. Let me go. What's up, J-Rock? Let me go get my water. I'm thirsty. Talk amongst yourselves.
What's up?
All right, let's get it. 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 Come on. All right. Sharing the screen again. What was my question? What did I ask? Oh, give me some detail. That was Sebastian, right? Who said that? I'm now removing the the link. Can't nobody else come in to the link. Can't nobody else come into the link. Now, guess what y'all just did who didn't come into the link? Y'all just exclude yourself from the giveaway. Y'all giving it for the ones that came in to do the class participation. Because now everybody who didn't click on the link, they just excluded themselves from the giveaway. Wipe out. I hate him. I'm never coming back to his YouTube channel again. Let me go full screen. Like, oh no, I ain't gonna go full screen. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go here. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Let me share the what's the name again? Let me share the what's the name again. Where's my spreadsheet? Sebastian, give me a little bit more details. Was that Sebastian that said that?
That was me.
Okay, give me some more details on standard deviation. What was it?
So it's basically well, first of all, hello Tim, hello everybody. It's the first time speaking here, so.
Man, you gotta talk to them, man. You ain't gotta say none of them, man. Forget them. It's just me and you, Sebastian. What's happening? What's up?
So yeah, it's just basically one exact measure projection from that high to low that you have marked in the weekly chart.
Okay,
So like
y'all give it for Sebastian. That's good enough. We're looking at that high to low. For those who don't know, that high to low that we marked out, that was our manipulation leg, right? That was our manipulation leg, and that's one standard deviation of our manipulation leg on the higher time frame, right? And most of the time, right, price moves will resolve themselves between 1 and 2 standard deviations, right? Especially on the higher time frames, it'll resolve themselves between 1 and 2 standard deviations, right? When it goes beyond 1 and 2 standard deviations, especially on the higher time frames, we're looking at like high one direction. I mean, very strong one directional trends, right? Very strong one directional trends. Now, as we fractalize this and go down in time frames, you're going to exceed those 1 and 2 standard deviations more frequently because the lower time frames will reach farther. And I just deleted somebody. Okay. It will reach farther because the higher time frames need to go somewhere. Right, the higher time frame needs to go back to a premium, or the higher time frame needs to go back to a discount. So going back to that discount, maybe 1 standard deviation on a higher time frame, but on the lower time frame, it might be 4.5, 5. If you go down very low, 13 standard deviations. Right, so just take everything with a grain of salt. I put the link back in the chat for the gang, so everybody that's in here right now inside the Zoom, go ahead and fill out the giveaway spreadsheet. Remember, put something in each name, YouTube channel name, and your email address. I'm going to send it to the email address that you put on that sheet if you win. So if you put something phony on there, you can't blame me if you don't get the code. All right. Very good, Sebastian. It's 1 standard deviation from our manipulation leg. That's why that's an important number, because the algorithm knows, because it made this high and it went down and made that low, those are the extremes of that dealing range, right? So since it knows that's the high and that's the low, it knows that 30,761 is 1 standard deviation away from this move. This leg can swing that high. It knows that. So when it hit that point, that makes that point a what? What do we like to call that? What do we call that in the gang? That is a what? Talk to me.
Anticipatory reactionary point.
Yeah, you got to say it right. Say it right. Say it with the enthusiasm that I'm looking for. Come on. You can do it, J-Rock.
Anticipatory reactionary point.
Y'all give it up for J-Rock. Y'all give it up for J-Rock. That's an anticipatory reactionary point. Y'all give it up for J-Rock. Y'all give it up for J-Rock. But yes, that right there, and for those who don't know what an anticipatory reactionary point or a ARP is, that is a very specific price point. It can be a high. It can be a low. It can be a fair value gap. It can be an order block. It can be any type of PD array in the ICT concepts. When price gets there, you're anticipating it to do something in support or invalidation of your thesis, right? So since this is a one standard deviation move of this manipulation leg, we're anticipating this could be a possible turning point, meaning it can start to retrace, right? Now, it doesn't have to retrace, but we're eyeballing it and say, hey, this could be a possible turning place. Why? Because we have a buy side imbalance here. Price has just been offering buy side delivery up until this point right here, right? From this low all the way up to that high, it's been going in one direction, right? And then once we clear this high right here, right? This is our latest expansion above this what? What is this area right there? Once we cleared that high, talk to me, right? This area now becomes what? Once we leave that area, this is now what? Talk to me.
Balanced price range.
Balanced price range, right? So with a balanced price range below you, right? And you have this buy side imbalance, right? Above this balanced price range, you're now looking at this area here to say, okay, we can come back to a discount, right? And still continue higher. Why? Because this is our latest expansion leg. And when we pull back below 50% of this range right here, that's offering a discount in price. And if we get us a Fibonacci tool, right? And we just mark it off just to show the 50% and go to the highest high. And we come down to the lowest low of leaving this area right here that made it a balanced price range, right? Let's hide this projection for a second, right? Now we see that we actually did come into a discount PD array, right? And we had already, I heard somebody leave, you're going to be in trouble, right? Right here. Right, so we came into this weekly discount PD array. And once we traded back down into that weekly PD array, right, we went all the way back up and engineered buy side liquidity. We did not take out that high that we're eyeballing to see if that's going to be our smart money reversal, right? We did not take it out, right? We engineered buy side liquidity. And then we opened up this week, the week that I went on vacation, we traded up and did not take out that high, right? So we have buy side liquidity engineered on the weekly time frame, and then we started pulling back down into the range, right? We came all the way, remember we marked out the lowest low, the lowest body and the highest body on the daily time frame, right? Just looking at the bulk of the trading activity. And as we can see, right, we've been up here consolidating just like we said, and this is consolidation on a weekly time frame, right? We came up, right? Then we got an indecision candle, right? We had a inside week. We expanded outside of that little area of consolidation right there, right? Got a lot of people excited. Hey, we're going up. We got a possibility to create a BIGSPIDER right here. Then we came back and traded all the way back down below the lowest body, making a new low right there on a closing basis, right? And then what do? Right? We dropped down into this weekly PD array, weekly discount PD array. And then we started going all the way back up. Got everybody excited. Said, oh, we finna make new highs. And then we started out this week and did what? Dropped all the way back down to the low end of the spectrum, right? Dropped all the way back down to the low end of the spectrum, right? Just pretty much undoing everything we've been doing. We went up, undid it. Went up, undid it, right? Raking people across the coals, right? Raking, and don't get caught up in looking at, 2 weeks up, 1 week down, 2 weeks up, 1 week down. Don't get caught up in that. don't get caught up in the candle counting and all of that. Just think about what price is doing. And right now, the only thing price is doing on the higher time frame is engineering liquidity. Right? It's just engineering liquidity. We do not have any indication of what price wants to do. Right? Of what price wants to do. Right? Now, we're going to, can somebody tell me, right? Can somebody tell me what we can do to acquire two realistic upside targets for price, no matter if it goes there now or if it goes after a just nice retracement back down into a discount? What is two things we can do? We can pull out a certain tool that can help us identify two realistic targets based off of what's going on in price right now. First of all, what's the tool? Give me
Fibonacci.
Say it again.
There you go.
Say it again. To what?
He wants to hear it again. Can you say it again?
No.
No, I didn't hear you. I didn't hear. I was talking. What?
He didn't hear you. Can you say it again?
Fibonacci
Thank you.
sequence.
You said Fibonacci?
He said Fibonacci.
Fibonacci. Hold on. Fibonacci.
Oh.
Fibonacci?
Oh. No.
Fibonacci?
No.
Is it Fibonacci?
You said
The
Fibonacci.
Timonucci.
Say it again. Who said that?
The Timonucci.
The Timonucci. Now, Kim, can you explain the difference between the Timonucci? What makes the Timonucci different than the regular Fibonacci?
Well, you put the midsection on the consolidation and you let the other side go to the approximate stop.
There you go. Come on, man. Let her cook. Let her cook. Let her cook.
Let him cook.
I need a let her cook button. Now, the Timonucci, whenever you see price start to consolidate on a time frame, right? When you start to see it consolidating like this right here, right? What you can do, right? You can go from the lowest point before that consolidation started and then put the 50% right in the middle of that consolidation, right? Just eyeball it and put it just like, we're going to do it just like this right here. Boop, right there, right? And you can say that is a reasonable upside target. It don't matter if it happens just continues up right now, or if it gives you a deeper pullback and move up. Why? Because this is an area of fair value to the algorithm, right? So you're saying it can stretch at least that far, right? Now, the reason why I say you can find, the reason why I say you can find two levels, who can tell me why I say you can find two reasonable targets? Somebody explain to me why I say you can find two reasonable targets in this case right here. 30, 50, 30. Man, I put that right in the exact right spot. That's crazy, right? Talk to me. Why did I say you can find two? It's staring you in the face. Huh? It's staring you in the face. Why did I say you can get it to find two?
As you can also use to get back to a discount of the overall range.
Not back to a discount of the overall range. Because what are we using right now?
The fib?
No, right here. Where are we anchored at right here?
The expansion, the candle
Okay.
out of the expansion.
Okay. Now we gonna anchor it to the second time. Take away the discount and say what you said. Take away discount and then finish the rest of what you said.
So I'll anchor it to the lowest low
Of
this current dealing range, the overall dealing
there you go. There you go. Right? Because right now, right, target one there, we're looking at we're looking at our latest expansion leg, right? Because you're always looking for trading ideas in your latest expansion leg, but you never forget the overall dealing range, right? So if we anchor it at the lowest low of this overall range and then put it at 50%, boop, put it there like that. Now that can be your target 2 right there, right? That can be your target 2 right there. 66.25. 66.25. I don't like that number. I don't like that number, so we're gonna move it a little bit. Okay. We're just gonna put it so that it'd be like around 700. We're gonna put it so that it'd be like around 700 because I don't like that 666. Call me superstitious, but I just don't like it. All right. Come on. Wait a minute. Oh, I took a line. All right. So there you go. Pull out your Tim Manuscript tool. And for those who don't, I just call it Tim Manuscript like that because when I was watching price one day, it just clicked in my head that said, hey, if price always consolidates at equilibrium or the 50% range, right? Because I noticed that when price would come up, it would consolidate, it would go up, make a high, then it would come back and it would consolidate in that same area, right? So I'm like, okay, if it always consolidates at 50%, if it start expanding and start consolidating here, then I should be able to take my Fibonacci tool, stretch it up, put the equilibrium of 50% point at that consolidation, and it should give me a reasonable target of what I can be shooting for. Then I would just look for a high or a low over here that I would target as my profit target, right? And it just started hitting like grand slam, right? So that's why I call it a Tim Manuscript, because it's like it was just something that I just noticed and started doing. So that's the Tim Manuscript, right? But for whoever was saying the Fibonacci tool, you were not wrong. But it's not the Fib tool at this point. It's the Tim Manuscript. It's not the Fibonacci at this point. Okay, so those right there can give you some reasonable upside targets, right?
He didn't like that. He took off after that.
Who was that?
My son. It's like, what's he talking about?
Oh, that was Juices and Berries, son?
Yeah, it's my son.
Hey.
He did not like that at all.
Hey, look here. Since we got Juices and Berries, I got to come up with a name for
no.
I got to come up
That's
with a
okay.
name for you. I got to come up with a name for little Juices and Berries over there. I got to come up with a name for you. All right, so bye Juices and Berries, son. Okay, we up here consolidating, right? So now, right, on the weekly time frame, your higher time frame, your like if you doing swings, if you're doing leaps, if you're doing anything right now based off of the Nasdaq, which would be like the Qs or something like that, or something that's super correlated to the Qs. Like if you pull up a chart on a large tech stock and it looks identical to the Qs, right? You can use the same, you know what I'm saying? You can use the same theory behind what's going on with that stock as the Qs. But like the NQ and the Qs, they represent the same asset. So we're just going to talk about the Qs, right? So on your higher time frame, you don't have anything to go off of right now to get in or get out of a position, If you're in a long-term position right now, you have no reason to get out. If you're not in a long-term position right now, you have no reason to get in, right? That's not to say you can't do short, like ultra short term, like 1 or 2 day swings, like intraday trading. You can do all of that. You know what I'm saying? But long-term swings, like, you know what I'm saying, 3 to 6 month swings, year out swing, 2-year leaps, you don't have anything to go off of right now because we're just engineering liquidity, right? And when it comes to these positions, you shouldn't be looking to get into these positions except maybe if price is really moving, you can like look to get into them like maybe at least 2 a year. If price is really moving, maybe 3, right? But for longer term positions, you're not looking to get into a lot of positions on the same instrument over and over and over, right? And that's where a lot of us go wrong because it's like we want to be swing traders or leap traders, but we're trying to enter swings and leaps when it's not time to enter swings and leaps. You know what I'm saying? It's not time to enter swings and leaps, right? You enter swings and leaps when the algorithm is telling you it's time to enter a swing or leap, right? When smart money is trying to buy where? On that what? They trying to buy on the accumulation, the manipulation, or the distribution leg. When is smart money trying to buy? For the power of 3. When is smart money trying to buy? On the accumulation phase, the manipulation phase, or the distribution phase?
Manipulation.
Manipulation. Sebastian, you can't answer no more tonight. You locked in, Sebastian. You can't answer no more tonight. I'm tired of Sebastian answer. Sebastian ain't fun to carry the class. Sebastian ain't fun to carry the class. I'm telling you right now. Y'all sit up here just letting Sebastian talk, and y'all just go get your name on the list. Sebastian ain't fun to carry the class, right? So, I opened my chat back up by accident, and I saw that somebody typed something in there. Somebody said, "Yep, March and September I buy leaps." Now, we all know time is the most important thing, but we don't want to pigeonhole ourselves into a specific month or day if the algorithm is not saying so. If the algorithm is not saying so. If we hit March, right? If we hit March and we're not manipulating price, right? It don't matter if we bullish or bearish, right? If we hit March and we're not manipulating price, you don't want to just be buying just because I buy during this quad witch. Quad witch got a whole lot of us in trouble back in 2022. Like, 2020, it was beautiful. 2021, it was beautiful. Like 2022, oops, upside hit. I said, oops, upside hit. Right?
Yeah, 2022.
So, if it's that time, right? It's time first, but it's a second variable. Time and price. When time meets price, we strike. Right? So we wait for the time and then we wait for the price. Right? No matter what it did prior to, right? No matter what it did prior to, we wait for the time and then the price. Tim, what do you mean? Right? All right. So let's look at this right here. We're just going to look at this weekly chart. We're not going to change it off anything, right? We're not going to change it off anything right here. Right? So looking at this weekly chart right here, price is coming here, right? Then here we drop down below that low right there. Come here. Right? Did we get below it? Yep, we did. We ticked below it. All right. All right. And for those who can't see it, I'll make it really big for you. All right. Right there. We did tick below it. Still can't see it. So right there, we did tick below that line right there. These lines be disappearing. I can't be trying to make sure y'all can see them lines. Y'all see that green and that red line right there, right? You see how we tick below that? All right, so we come in here, right? We come here, we make a high. All right, we make a high. Let's change this. That should be red. All right, we make a high. We come down, we make a low. Right, this is our dealing range right there. Right, we're engineering liquidity. Right, this is our dealing range. We're up here engineering liquidity there. Right there, we're engineering liquidity right there near equilibrium. Right, we're engineering liquidity right there around equilibrium. Right, and then we come here and we drop down there. Jesus Christ. We drop down. We drop down here and we tap this low and we reject off of it, right? Now, this is the first week of February right there, right? So we have come down and we have engaged that liquidity right there and we got a nice rejection off of it, okay? Nice rejection off of that, all right? So right here, right, let's think about it in a term of in the sense of time, right? We're gonna put a vertical line here on January, the beginning of January. Fucking right here. All right, that's the beginning of January right there. All right, I'm gonna go to the days so I can get it right on the first day of January. All right, first day of January. So first day of January starts the year and first day of January starts the first quarter, right? January, February, March. March is the end of the quarter. So from here over to there, right? That's the first quarter. Now let's go back to the weekly time frame. All right. So looking at the weekly time frame, okay? Looking at the weekly time frame here, this right here is our first quarter, right? That's our first quarter right there, right? So we start in the quarter here, okay? So we start out here and we just accumulate in there for a few weeks, right? And then we drop down here, right there at the beginning of February, and we tap into that low right there and get a large rejection, right? We get a large rejection. So we finished the first month, right? We finished the first month of the quarter right there, and we're starting the second month of the quarter right there. Okay, so we start the second month of the quarter and we come down here and we tap into that low right there, right? And we get a nice rejection, and then but we end with a indecision candle. All right, and this right here is right at the beginning of the month. Okay, right at the beginning of the month right there. Now, we spent the first month of the quarter up here engineering liquidity in the premium. All right, we up here in the premium defending the lower half, right? And we've ended off, right? Matter of fact, this is October here. Let's look at the quarter before that, right? Let's go back, right? Because you don't never want to just have like one little smidgen of information that you're looking at, right? So here we are here, the quarter prior to that, right? We start out, go up, make the high, right? We come down, make the low, right? And then we go into consolidation, right? So the quarter prior to that, we created the dealing range and then moved into a consolidation. All right. Then when we start this quarter here, we're still consolidating. We're still engineering liquidity. right? And then we come here and we drop down and we take out or just poke that low and come back up here with an indecision week, right? Now, based off of time and price, right? Based off of time and price, has this shown you anything that's saying I should be acting right now when this candle closes, right? When this candle closes, has this shown you anything? Now, this is a weekly chart and you're talking about getting into, right? Getting into ICT breaker. Tim, how do you do a whole class after hours on Friday? Right? Long term, has it said anything about doing anything right now? We came down here, we engaged this liquidity, right? And then we came back up here, closed with a doji candle for this week right here. Has it said, and talk to me, has it said anything, should I be acting right now? Talk to me. Ain't no wrong answers. Yes, no. Talk to me. Say something.
I would say no.
Why?
Because you're not really too sure what the next move is.
Why you not sure what the next move is?
Because everything kind of like is pretty much like in the middle, like, you know, in that range.
There you go.
So
That's all I need. We still in the middle of the road. We still in the middle of the road, one, right? We're still in the middle of the road for one. And two, what have we not had yet? What has not happened? Who has not stepped yet? Who has not stepped? As we like to say. It's a pachyderm. Oh, I'm listening. I'm listening.
The elephant.
The elephant has not stepped in the pool, right? We have no displacement. No displacement is happening. Only thing we did was come down, engage some liquidity, a very little bit amount, and then came back up here with an indecision candle, right? We have not made any displacement. Okay? No displacement, right? No displacement. And, right, only thing we're doing is engineering liquidity and sitting on a PD array. We're engineering liquidity and sitting on top of a PD array right here, right there. So all this time here, we was in the premium of our move, and down here we came down, hit a little liquidity there, right? And then we came back in here. Now, here's a little tip, a little pro tip, right? This, let's look at the suspension block right here. What about, let me take all this other stuff off so that y'all don't be getting, y'all bias don't be getting swayed with hindsight bias. All right, boom. All right. What about, let me look at the let me look at my spreadsheet. What's going on with my spreadsheet? Did somebody take their name off the spreadsheet? Why is a blank line? Did somebody take their name off the spreadsheet? Why is it a blank line there?
I don't think anybody took their name off. What happens is that everybody starts typing and then you figure out you're in the same line as somebody else. So everybody like leaves that line and goes somewhere else. And then now that line's empty.
Okay. I'm looking at Yolanda, your email address not on there. Fix it. Okay. Looking at this suspension block right here. Can anybody tell me, besides the fact that we're in the middle of the road and the elephant has not stepped in the pool. Can anybody tell me why when we touched this liquidity right here, right, and came up here and made this doji candle, why this wasn't the time to start buying based off of this suspension block, right, and this liquidity right there? What clue do we have that it said, hey, this is not the time to start buying, outside of the fact that we don't have any type of displacement yet and we're still in the middle of the road?
That is a double bottom, and they do not support price.
Look here, man. We don't talk about we ain't talking about no double bottoms. Algorithmically speaking, what is price got going on here that is telling us it is not time to start buying yet? Look at what's going on over here in price, right? Look at everything from here coming all the way over to our suspension block. What's happening in price around here? What's letting us know, hey, it's not really time yet, right? Because if price did this, then it should do something else, right?
It didn't sweep liquidity?
It did. It touched the liquidity right there.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you half credit for that, because you're right. It didn't take the liquidity that it's seeking. That's why I'm going to give you half credit for it right now.
He's half right. I'm half right too, so we're whole right.
No, you said double bottoms. We don't talk like that around here. We don't talk about creating double bottoms. So you don't get
double
no credit
bottoms
for that.
Don't hold price. They don't hold price. So you got to sweep liquidity. That's what
that's what, and we went below the liquidity right there. We went there. This right here just created your double bottom when we came down here, right? But we don't talk about double bottom. So we did take liquidity right there, and we took multiple levels of liquidity, because we took liquidity on the wick and we took liquidity in the rejection block. So we did take liquidity, but we're not talking about the double bottom right there.
We didn't close below the liquidity?
No, it doesn't have to close below. It doesn't have to close below. All right. Okay. Let's explain it.
We didn't take the old low? We didn't go down to the low?
What are you talking about? The old low. The old low. Talk to me.
When you go left,
and
then go down some, there's a low at that red candle.
In this area over here?
Yes.
Okay. It sounds like you're guessing, but I'm gonna give it to you. The reason why I'm giving it to you, right? Because the simplest way to think about it is, right? The simplest way to think about it is when we came down, when we came down here and took this liquidity right here that's resting inside of this discount PD rate, price did not go higher, right? So this is not doing its job of sending us higher, right? So when we come back to it, right, we're now anticipating if price comes back and takes this low, since it didn't send us higher, right, that lets us know the real target liquidity is lower. It's a lower level of liquidity that has not been touched yet, that the algorithm is coming down here for, because we expanded, came back to a discount right here, went higher. Okay, we came back down again, right, swept the liquidity, came into, right, a total different discount PD array inside this area that should support price and send us higher, and did not go higher, right? We just started engineering liquidity. So when we come back down and start engaging this sell side liquidity again, this same sell side liquidity here that should have taken us higher off of this discount PD array, right? Then that's letting us know we want to explore lower, right? Remember what I say, when we just barely poke between that liquidity, the algorithm telling you, I want to go that way, but not just yet, right? I want to go that way, but not just yet, right? So we got the I want to go that way, but not just yet, right? Based off the fact that, right, we came into this discount PDA rate that's supposed to send us up, right? And is that supposed to send us up? That should stay safe, right? That swing low should not be taken, because if the algorithm does this, then it should do that, right? What's the this, right? We came up, came to a discount, right? Made a high, came back down, manipulated sell side liquidity, and it should have went up. Because if you're going up, what do you want to see the algorithm do first? Take out sell side liquidity, right? So now we came up, came to a discount, made a high, came back to a discount, manipulated liquidity, but didn't go higher, right? We started consolidating. So if the algorithm wants to continue up from this consolidation, that low should not be taken. Once we come down and take that low, right, now we know it wants a low that's lower than this, okay? So that's why I say it's nothing to do with the double bottom. We don't focus on the double bottom, because now let's go back to the double bottom now with yeah, he's still in Juices and Bears. I was gonna say, I know Juices and Bears ain't leave, but the double bottom, now that it's done this, now that's your target. That's your target in the, let's just say, in the short term, right? This is now your target. Why? Because it's a double bottom, and retail sees this as a double bottom. So now that's your low hanging fruit from this area up here. Now that's your low hanging fruit. And this is your low hanging fruit. You take something off there, and then you hold the rest for the next level of liquidity, right? The next level of liquidity, you're holding the rest there, right? You're not trying to force it. It don't matter how far it go down. You just know it's looking for some liquidity below this right here. All right. And then you can go back to, okay, let's look at our overall range. How far can it go? What discount PD raise rest down there? Yada, yada, yuda. Okay. All right. Yada, yada, yuda. All right. Everybody understand that? Anybody mixed up about that? Does that make sense? Do I need to say it a different way? Help clarify it for somebody? Make sense? Anybody lost? All right. Now let's put the meat back on the bone, right? So now we put the meat back on the bone. And then as we see now, right, when we come back up here, price comes back. God dog it. Price comes back. Give me a pencil. Brush, right, comes back up here, right, into our volume imbalance right there, inside that wick right there, right back to that fair value, that equilibrium, coming right back up today. Because when price expands, we anticipate it to come back to at least fair value, right? We come back up to a plethora of PD arrays inside here, right? And what does it do? It comes back down, boom, takes out that low hanging fruit, right? Gives a little trickety-dickety-dickety, pulling back up, making people think it's going to take back off again. Then it comes back down, right? Then we come back down here. And now when we start to flush inside here, right? I'm just going to copy this because this thing ain't giving me my tools. Right? When we start to flush inside here, right? Now, what are we doing? We're marking out. Whenever we come engage liquidity, what's the first thing we want to identify? Once we say, oh, this is our draw on liquidity, what do we want to identify beyond that liquidity?
How far it can go?
How far? Yes, how far beyond it can go. So you want to start mapping out discount PD arrays down there. And I prefer looking at imbalances. Why do I prefer imbalances? Because the algorithm seeks liquidity imbalance. That's why I prefer to look at imbalances, right? So we have us a, right? We have a, I want to put it on the relative equal lows there. We got relative equal lows here, right? We have a swing low there, right? So we got a swing low here. I like to just target the relative equal lows, right? If you want to be safe, you can just target, right, the minor sell side there, right? If you want to be safe, because it's inside this swing low right here, right? If you want to be safe, but I just like to target the relative equal lows. All right, relative equal lows there, right? A swing low there, and then a bullish fair value gap here, right? And then after that bullish fair value gap, you can see we're going into another balanced price range, right? So since you're going into another balanced price range right there, right? Since we're going into another balanced price range right here, we're not anticipating price to go down in there. We're looking for our trading opportunities for leaving that area, right? If it decides to want to stay heavy beyond that, then you will start looking beyond that. But for right now, right, we're looking coming back down, right? Let's do this right here. Let's just go ahead and mark out a high, come down to our order block, right? We're going to come down to the low of the order block right here, right? Because we're leaving this area there. I'm not going to this candle here because we got an order block right here. All right. If it was just two green candles right there, I would just go to the one that's leaving the area, right? But since we got an order block, I'm going to the order block right there. All right. And then we're going to come here and we're just going to put this into the, we're going to put it in the 4th grade so it won't be so many lines on the chart. And will you looky do? Will you looky do? Where is that suspension block resting? Where is that? This suspension block right here, where is it resting? What is that right there?
Lower quadrant.
Is that a lower quadrant? Is that a lower quadrant? All right. So when we start to see the elephant step in the pool, right? We're in a buy program. We engineer liquidity and we see displacement to the downside, and then we engage our sell side. This is the lowest sell side in this range right here. So soon as you engage this sell side right there, if you are looking into getting into leaps or whatever, this is the time you want to start scaling in here. Once you engage that sell side, why? Smart money buys below lows in a discount. It buys below lows in a discount. And what are you getting right here? You're getting an extreme discount because you're in between the lower quadrant and the low. This is an extreme discount. You're not only buying that low just to buy that low. You're not doing that. Why? You're buying that under that low because this is your discount PDRA inside your range that you're looking to trade in. It's in line with that bus stop, aka that quadrant level, right? So you got confluence on top of confluence on top of confluence on top of confluence, right? Because why? This displacement down, this move to discount, right? This engaging of sell side liquidity, those are all signatures of what? Talk to me. Yeah, Tim, you've been gone all this time. You're going to come back trying to make us use our brain and do all this class participation. You know it.
Manipulation.
No. Not manipulation. It is manipulation, but everything I just said, it's signs of what? It's signs of what? Talk to me. Talk to me. Where's my Talk to me. Don't know.
Did you say inside of what?
Don't know. Read this. Can y'all read that? Can y'all see that right there? Can y'all read that right there? Let me blow it up a little bit. Oh, that's too big. That's too big. All right. Institutional sponsorship for long setups, right? What they say right here. Somebody read number 1 to me.
Higher time frame price displacement, reversals, expansion, or return to fair value.
Very good. Number 2. Somebody read number 2 for me.
intermediate term imbalance in price, move to discount, or sell side liquidity run.
Thank you. And then number 3, somebody besides Diana. Somebody besides Diana. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Short-term buy liquidity above the market, ideal for appearing long exits to sell.
All right. And this says what? How to identify it in setups. How to identify what? What's that right there?
Institutional sponsorship.
Institutional sponsorship. So when you got the algorithm engineering liquidity, we make a high, we make a low, and then we start consolidating right here, right? It's engineering liquidity, right? We engineering liquidity on the top. We're engineering liquidity on the bottom, right? For the long setups, you're looking for these. You don't have to see them all, but these are what you're looking for. These are the signatures you're looking for. And in this case, we get what? We get a move to a discount or sell side liquidity. In this case, we got both, right? So we get a aggressive move into the here's our discount right here, right, of our range. We get an aggressive move into the discount, and we take out our sell side liquidity that we said, hey, this ain't the liquidity that they want, because when we took liquidity here, when we manipulated liquidity here, we didn't continue higher. And then we came back and took that liquidity, right? So this ain't the liquidity that it wants. It wants this untouched liquidity where? In the discount. Because why? This liquidity here rests in the premium. Right now that we looking at it, oh, it's resting the premium, right? So we come down here, manipulate that. Then we come down to a discount, right? Move to a discount and take out sell side liquidity, right? Uh-oh, come back. Sell side liquidity run, right? And then what was the third one? Short term, buy liquidity in the market above, right? Come back here, short term, buy liquidity in the market above. We drop down, there's our liquidity right there, short term liquidity there, right? We've been engineering liquidity as we go down, right? We're leaving liquidity in the market above. That's evidence of institutional sponsorship. So if this is evidence, excuse me, of institutional sponsorship, and we're moving to a discount, we're taking sell side liquidity, we're leaving buy side in the market in the midst of a buy program, that must be mean I should be looking for long setups, right? And smart money ideally buys below the lows, right? And I see an opportunity to buy off of a discount bullish PD array below a low in line with a algorithmic point where the based off of what I know about this magical Fibonacci tool, that if I anchor it to a algorithmic dealing range from that low to that high, these J-Rock, don't be getting all up in the camera like that, boy. You scared me. I just turned around. I just seen J-Rock like this here. J-Rock, hold on. I got to give y'all what I got. I got to give y'all what I got to go to camera only. Cause I got my screen. I got like 32-inch screens over here, right? And so I'm sitting here and all I see is J-Rock like this. trying to find the button to turn the camera back on. This is what I see, right? J-Rock this kid. Y'all see how I stopped and looked over there real fast? But anyway, like I was saying, right? If you anchor it to an algorithmic point, right? Now, all this I'm talking about, all this is just refresher, right? All this is just refresher because we sprinting right now. So we got to reinforce this stuff. We got to hear it over and over and over and over and over. And for anybody who feel like, oh man, he dragging this out, he could have been and gave these accounts away. I know it ain't y'all gang. I'm talking to the people on YouTube that's not gang. All right. So if we anchor it to an algorithmic dealing range, right? So when you know your highest probability trades are going to rest in between this lower quadrant and this upper quadrant. This is where your highest probability trades are going to rest, right? So that means if you are very proficient at reading price, you can trade in both directions inside this area right there if you choose to, right? But if you just want to trade in the direction of the trend, right? And you see institutional sponsorship unfolding, right? We're engineering buy side liquidity. We're engineering sell side liquidity. We attack sell side liquidity aggressively, right? We move into a discount below equilibrium. We're at a discount anticipatory reactionary point, a suspension block, the lowest imbalance in this move right here, right? So now we've come down to a discount. That means, right? That means whatever low that we form on this attack right here should stay intact, right? That low should stay intact once we form a low right there. So once you come down, you can start to scale in, right? You can scale, just say you scale in 25% of your long-term position, right? As soon as we pierce this low, you're scaling in 25%, right? If it affords you ability to scale in more at consequent encroachment of this right here, let's just say you scale in another 25%, right? If it affords you the bullish order block, go all in. Because you done came back to the order block, right? Go ahead and go all in. You done came all the way back to the order block. But if it affords you consequent encroachment of this right here, scale in some more, right? Right now you're still you're scaling in because you don't want to try to pick the bottom, right? You don't want to try to pick the bottom, but once you hit that order block, right? Once you hit that order block, if it go past that order block, you're wrong. So you might as well just, you're started scaling in, going all the way in. If it hits your invalidation point, that's why you got stop losses. But guess what? You didn't go all in up here and take a huge loss. You scaled in. So you're lowering your cost basis. And once you get all the way in, right, you got a lower cost basis than if you would have went all in up here. So the loss won't be as detrimental than if you went all in there and then got stopped out down here. Because once you break outside this range, you're invalidating your trade. All right. Now, so if it affords you there, right, you can take, and then once you form a low down here and you just say you went 25 there, 25 there, once you form a low down here, right, anything inside of this order block, once you get that change in the state of delivery right here, right, once you get a change in the state of delivery there, anything inside there, right, you can add on. It don't matter if it's during the week. It don't matter, because remember, these weekly candles, right? These are weekly candles right here. So we're going to go here. Let me see. I'll just put a line here, right? And then I'm going to say this, and then we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway because I know y'all tired of hearing me talk, right? I'm just going to make this a blue line right there. And then we're going to go over here to the end of this week right there, right? So we're going to go down to daily charts, right? Where'd my line go? Did my line not transpose? Let's go to weekly charts. All the way to visible, current, and low. Now let's go to daily charts. There's my line. Right there. All right. All right. So here we go right here. Right there. That right there is our change in the state delivery. Let's go back to the weekly. Right. We go back to the weekly right there because it doesn't have to close. Remember, because you hear people on the internet all the time talk about something. Oh, it's not the change state of delivery until that closes right there. It don't matter when this closes. When you offer that price, that's your change in the state of delivery. Y'all give it up for juice and berries. Y'all give it up for juice and berries for the Done called it. He done got screenshot. He done got a screenshot. All right, so that's your change in the state of delivery. It doesn't have to close. All right. So since we're looking at this is our change in state of delivery. These are our two last down close candles that took the liquidity. So when we offer that opening price of that candle there of 24,746.5, that's our change in the state of delivery. So anything inside of this order block is buyable. Anything inside that order block is buyable, and you want to buy it when it's going down inside the order block, right? So let's mark it out. Anything inside this order block, right? That's your highest high, that's your lowest low, and we're going to the end of this week right here, right? So let's make that orange. All right, are y'all following me? Am I losing anybody? Am I losing anybody? All right. Okay, so I'm not losing anybody. So right here, what do we have here? We have a BIGSPIDER inside this order block, right? After the change in the state delivery, when you trade down inside the order block into the BIGSPIDER, what should you be doing right there? Buying. Why? Because this is your change in the state delivery, right? On your higher time frame and your daily time frame, right? And on your daily time frame, if you're looking at the daily time frame, not only do we have a change in state of delivery, but we got a bullish break in market structure and a balanced price range down here. So now on the daily time frame, you're not anticipating price coming back down here. We're looking at from this low right up here to that high right there. That's the high, because the next day we gap down, right? And then we drop down into this is our discount PD rate. We get an institutional order flow entry drill on there, right? Where we're inside that weekly order block that we said. Well, we said anything in that order block is buyable, right? So you had your 25 scaling in, 25 scaling in, and then if you don't want to go full in, 25 there, just in case it go deeper. But then it took off, you in 75% of what you wanted to get in on your long-term positions. Follow what I'm saying? Everybody get it? Everybody get it? Anybody confused? Anybody confused? Anybody not know what I'm talking about? All right. And that's how, and y'all see the same thing that I was just talking about, all in hindsight. Y'all see how it be the same thing that we're talking about when we move forward. I was talking to somebody, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Juices and Berries, right? It might have been Juices and Berries, but we was talking about, we said we are watching this to see if it's a smart money reversal, right? When we came down to this weekly bullish fair value gap and we start to come back up, right? We said that if you trust the process, you could sell the fair value gap. You could sell the last line of defense of the order block, right? And if you pierce this, you're wrong, right? So what happened? We anticipating a deep retracement. Why? Because we're up here engineering liquidity, right? So personally, what? I would default to selling the order block, right? Selling the order block for a short-term swing. Where would you be now today? You will be smiling. Now, when I talked about it, remember when I don't remember who it was, but when I talked about it, these candles didn't exist. Because I was like, you can sell this, or you can sell the last line of defense. And if it breaks above there, you're wrong. You just get out. Right? And if you're anticipating a deep retracement because you know we're consolidating, and we've been saying we're up here consolidating. So if you're going to sell, you're going to sell the high. And so what's the high? The high will be the last line of defense. Because if you want this to be the smart money reversal, you don't want to see that high taken. Right? So you sell the last line of defense. And if you would have sold the last line of defense on a short-term swing, where would you be now? You'll be smiling. All right.
Let him cook! I said let him cook!
And with that, y'all do me a favor, hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel if you ain't subscribed, and then we're gonna go over here and today, how we gonna do it today? Me no likey the name spinning wheel, because I feel like the name spinning wheel tends to frequently land on the last name that I put in there. It didn't happen a few times. I just wasn't gonna say nothing. But the last time we did it, and Deborah was like, I knew that person was gonna win. I was thinking the same thing, because I was like, if it land on this person, because it kept happening where it would land on the last name I put in on the thing, right? The last name I put in on the thing. So what we're gonna do right now, right? What we're gonna do right now is
Then how about you just spit it twice?
No, I ain't taking no suggestions. All right. Kim, give me a number between 1 and 25.
14.
14. Hold on, let me do this right here. Let me hide this. All right, and then I'll show the screen. Hide y'all email addresses. Rhonda, give me a number between 1 and 25. Did Rhonda leave? Rhonda, what's wrong with your cheap cell phone? Give me a number between 1 and 25. Yolanda, give me a number between 1 and 25.
$23.
Can't nobody change the thing. Diana, give me a number between 1 and 25.
12.
Sebastian, give me a number between 1 and 25.
9.
J-Rock, give me a number between 1 and 25.
16.
Gratitude with your new name. Give me a number between 1 and 25.
6.
You said what?
You say 6.
6. Yeah, okay then. Juices and berries. Give me a number between 1 and 25.
So if the last person wins, I should go with 25. But I'll go 1. I'll go 1. Number 1.
Benson, give me a number between 1 and 25. I don't know. See a Benson over here. Did Rhonda leave? Rhonda left. Rhonda left. Oh, my computer froze on YouTube. My computer froze. I'm on YouTube. Because I'm like, I know I seen her in there. She can give me a number. What's your number? With your cheap computer. And who is Benson? Where did Benson go? Oh, I put it in the wrong spot. All right, everybody, numbers are in there. Random. Random number generator. All right. The way it's going to work, whoever, if it don't land on anybody number exactly, whoever's the closest without going over is the winner. Everybody understand? Anybody don't understand? Anybody not clear? Hold on. I see Dan on here. Dan, why you ain't put your name on the sheet?
Oh, I didn't get on soon enough, and I won last Friday, so I don't want to take somebody else's opportunity.
They ain't stop Juices and Berries or J-Rock from putting their name on there.
They ain't me. Yeah, I don't want to take somebody else's opportunity.
We fun to put Dan in Benson's spot. Pick a number, Dan. We putting Dan.
You said,
huh?
1 through what? 25? You said?
Yeah.
18.
18. We putting Dan in Benson's spot. Right? There you go. I don't want to hear all the I don't want to take nobody's spot and all that. Now, everybody understand. If it don't hit anybody number exactly, whoever number is the closest to it without going over is the winner. Everybody understand? Huh? Yes, no, maybe so?
Yes. So give me 12 or 13.
Okay, then got you. All right. 17. Rhonda Green. Rhonda Green. All righty. Now, Rhonda Green. Now, since y'all are such good sports, we are going to do 2. Okay? All right? Put a number between 1 and 50 in the chat. Not on YouTube, in Zoom. Put a number between 1 and 50 in the chat. All right, 1 and 50 in the chat. Everybody need to put a number in there. I don't want to hear nothing about it. Just put one number. One number. I see the winner already. Everybody got it in there? Everybody got their number in there? Who hasn't gone? Is anybody not gone? I see the winner already. All right. So I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to do like this, do like this. So everybody can see the screen. Can everybody see the numbers over here? Everybody on Zoom, can y'all see them numbers over there? Like everybody see? Y'all see 39, 33, 25, 35, 18, 26, 23, 1. Y'all see those numbers there? Everybody can see that?
Yeah.
All right. Drum roll, please. Come on, open up, stupid thing. Oh my God. 33. That would be Fabian. Congratulations to Rhonda Green and Sebastian. Now, I'm going to go over here off the screen where y'all can't see. I don't want to dox nobody. People might not want everybody to see their email, even though everybody can see it on the sheet, but it's on Al Gore's internet. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to copy Rhonda Green's email. Copy. All right. Come over here, draft up an email. All right. Remember, y'all tell a friend, tap in now. Every Friday ain't gonna be this drawn out. I ain't gonna draw it out like this right here. Oh, wait a minute. I pasted Rhonda Green name up in there and it had her picture and all that on her little what? Stop playing with me. Stop. Rhonda said stop playing with me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so it ain't gonna be this drawn out every week, right? I'm just having fun this week. I'm fresh back from vacation. And y'all already know I like to separate the wheat from the tip, right? I like to help those that I feel want it and deserve it, right? So I just don't want anybody looky-loos just popping up and getting lucky and winning an account. And I got true blue people who will be sitting here with me, really trying to learn, really supporting the channel. You know what I'm saying? I want the real deal Holyfield reaping the benefits of, you know what I'm saying, Apex, you know what I'm saying, deciding they want to like team up with me to help bring some more awareness to their platform. Like, I mean, I ain't got no big following, but hey, as long as they keep giving the free codes, I'm gonna keep giving them to y'all. And I'm just being 100 with it. They giving me the codes. I could just be like a lot of other influencers and just be using the codes myself and passing the evals and then trying to get payouts. Cause I know plenty of people that I be watching live streamers, they'll blow an account, then they'll just start another eval, blow it, start another eval. I know you're not paying for these evals, especially when you giving out 10, 20 evals a live stream. You just taking the free ones that they getting you, and you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Let me finish this email. Rhonda, here is your code, and now it's in there. What is good for? Y'all know I can't walk and chew gum at the same time. Rhonda. Here is your Apex code. Right? Now, let me tell you, let me reiterate it just in case you may not know, right? This coupon, it says in the email too, this coupon is valid for any accounts, any standard. Oh no, it's already now. Any account size from 25K to 150K, any platform of your choice, Rhythmic, Tradeovate, or Wealth Charts, any account type, end of day or intraday, and standard accounts only. All right, so it's got to be the standard accounts. It can be for end of day or intraday. It can be any account size. And what standard account means is when you pass it, you have to pay the activation fee. So you can go to their site and look at what their current activation fees is now. I don't know if they run any specials on the activation fees, but you can see what the activation fee is on their site. So for example, if you go and you buy, and right now it's still 90%. Remember I told y'all the other day, they were just going to come back and say, hey, we extended the 90% off, right? Guess what? The 90% off has been extended. You still got 11 days left. Use code BIGSPIDER at checkout for the best deal they got. Right now it's 90% off, right? Let's just say you come over here and you get a 50K end of day standard trailing drawdown, right? The activation fee, come here. The activation fee for those are $99 right now, right? If you get an intraday trailing drawdown standard 50K, the activation fee is $79, right? So depending on which one you get, right, end of day or intraday, right, you just come to the site and it'll show you what the current fee is, right? Like I say, I don't know if they run it because a lot of times they be running sales on these activation fees, but they don't put it up here. It'll just say 90% off. And then when you pass it, you go in expecting to pay, let's say $79, and you might click on it and it'd be charged you like $59. You know, sometimes they do that. I'm not saying they're doing it now, but just anticipate to pay what that is now. So it's going to be any size, right? 20, 25, 50, 100, 150, standard, and any type, intraday or end of day. All right. And these codes, they expire on July 30th. So you got until July 30th to use it. So use it before July 30th. And Apex no longer does subscription models, right? They no longer do subscription models. So you only have 30 days to pass it. If you don't pass it within 30 days, the account just closes and you will have to buy a new evaluation. All right. And Sebastian. Wait a minute. Let me that. Don't want to show nobody stuff that don't want to be shown. Where did my sheet go? Oh, it's over here. I had already moved it off the screen. I had already moved it off the screen. All right. So Sebastian. Any questions, Rhonda? You got any questions? Oh, I forgot, Rhonda on YouTube, her computer froze up. I'll look at the chat in a minute. Do you have any questions, Sebastian? Sebastian, are you there?
Yeah, sorry. What was the question?
I said, do you have any questions about?
Oh, no. I'm good. Thank you. It was pretty clear, the explanation.
All right. And same thing with yours. Any size, standard account, intraday or end of day. I typically just go with the intraday because it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a little bit cheaper to do it. But I can say if you're going and buying Apex accounts, right? And if you want to buy multiple accounts, I personally suggest the end of day, no activation fee, 50K accounts, because you can get 5 accounts for $89 a piece. That's $445 for 5 50K accounts, all in costs. And that's cheaper than buying one 50K account at a time. Because if you buy one 50K account, even if you got intraday standard 50K, right? That's $25, so $24.90 for the eval, and then $79 for the activation fee, right? Which is, what's that, like $100 and some dollars? 79, 89, 99 plus 5, so like just say $105, right? $104.90, right? So $103.90. So looking at $104 if you buy them one at a time, $104 a piece. But if you get end of day, no activation fee, you're paying $89 a piece, right? So if you want to get multiple accounts, right now with a 90% off, this is what I say. End of day, no activation fee 50s, because you get them for $89 a piece. You can't beat that with a stick. That's the best bang for the buck right now. Y'all remember like a couple months ago, I was like Traderfy was the best bang for your buck. Apex then came back swinging with this one right here, with the 5-pack. The 5-pack, the best bang for the buck. And most time, people want to get multiple accounts, right? If you go to other prop firms, usually 5 accounts is the most you can trade. Apex, you can trade up to 20. So if you just looking at getting multiple and you trying to do $89 a piece, if you ready for it, don't go out there and spend $445 ain't no little bit of money if you don't know how to trade. Don't go out there spending no $455 because Tim said it's a good deal. If you got a proven strategy and you consistent and you disciplined, go spend the $445. Right? Go spend that $445. But if you ain't disciplined, proven strategy, all of that. Oh, I'm sorry, Sebastian, I didn't hit send, man. I'm running my mouth. Right? There you go. I hit send. Let me know if you got that, Sebastian. Let me know if you got that, Rhonda. And then I just hang out and take questions if anybody got anything while I'm waiting for them to verify. If anybody got anything for me, any questions? YouTube or Discord. I mean, YouTube or Zoom, it don't matter. Anybody got any questions for me while I'm waiting to see if they got them emails?
I got it. Thank you very much.
I heard you say I got it, and I heard somebody else talking.
Yeah, that was me, Sebastian. I got it, Tim.
Okay. All right. So, next Friday, we're going to do another Freebie Friday. Like I told y'all, as long as Apex giving me the codes, I'm giving it to y'all. And I hit Tomas up. He said, hey, I love it. He said, hey, just hit me up a couple days before to remind me. I'll send you the codes. And you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm letting y'all know, right? I'm only doing 1 to 2. I ain't trying to do like a whole bunch, because when you do a whole bunch, you start to get a whole bunch of riffraff in, people just looking to get free accounts. And like I say, I only want it to be for the ones that really deserve it. And since it's, you know what I'm saying, I ain't making nothing off of it. It ain't doing nothing for me. So I don't want to lock it to only the gang. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to lock it behind a paywall and be like, so like I'm trying to tempt people to try to join my Discord and stuff like that. Nah, that ain't me. All right. But I only want it to go to people who deserve it and really want it. You know what I'm saying? So tell a friend to tap in. If they really, if they serious about it, man, if they want to get, you know what I'm saying, some good, I hate to say education because I don't look at myself as a teacher. You know what I'm saying? But if you willing to sit down and listen to me run my mouth and act silly, you know what I'm saying? I got something real that I want to share with you because it changed my life. You know what I'm saying? It changed my life. I promise you it did. And I'm just trying to help somebody else change their life because when we build a new Wakanda, I don't want to be there by myself, man. I want y'all to be with me. You know what I'm saying? High five! High five! High five! I bet at least 2-3 of y'all was giving the response to that call that I just gave. Hey, man. That's all I got. Anybody got anything for me? Oh, I forgot to check the YouTube chat to see if anybody had any question. Did I close the YouTube? Did I close the YouTube? Uh-oh. I think I closed the YouTube, y'all. Oh, no, I didn't. There you go. I didn't. Now, Dan, you're guessing too close to the number. Dan had went to YouTube. Let's see. Empire Trade. What's up, Empire Traders? I was just up in New York. I was on vacation in New York. Appreciate that icebreaker if you still here. I mean ICT breaker. I keep calling him icebreaker. Felicia, why you ain't pull up inside the Zoom? Riff raff. Felicia, why you ain't pull up in the Zoom? You throwback gang, Felicia. Why you ain't pull up in the Zoom? Felicia, I'm talking to you. Felicia, why you ain't pull up in the Zoom, Felicia, and put your name on the list? Huh? Felicia. Look how Felicia doing me. Look how Felicia doing me. Felicia just broke my heart. My whole heart just broke. It crumbled. It crumbled. Felicia broke my whole heart. I'm crying. I'm crying. Oh, sorry. I misunderstood. I thought it was for current members. Didn't I say pull up in the thing? Did I not say that? Did I not say that, Felicia? Did I not say that, Felicia? Did I not say that, Felicia? You misunderstood. If you would have pulled up, were you going to put your name on that, Felicia? If you would have pulled up, were you going to put your name on that, Felicia?
Excuse me, Tim, do you have somebody that or something that you use to journal your trades?
I ain't gonna hold you. I don't journal no more, but what I used to do, I used to just do it. I don't have like a platform or nothing like that. I used to just do it the manual way, where I just take a screenshot of my trading view. I would just mark up all my information. Like Throwback Gang, remember how I used to do it? I would just, let's just say, this is what I had marked on my chart. Like, just say this was what I had marked, and I was looking for a trade entry, and then I would just have mark some text over here, like whatever, you know what I'm saying, what I was looking for. And sometimes I mark up here like what I wanted with these highs, what I wanted these lows, while I was entering there. I was just like type it all up, and then I come over here to the little snapshot thing, and then I take a snapshot and I saved it inside a folder that was for like journals. Let me see if I got some old. But what I found is it's like after a while I wasn't what are you trying to log into Adobe? What at? Yeah, I about getting on my big computer. What's the is that one down there at the bottom? I'll just come get it from you. You can take it. I'll just come get the phone from you. Oh no, I mean, you don't need it? All right. Don't call. I ain't gonna get it till you call for it now. I changed computers. But I'm gonna try to see if I got like an old one on here. But I changed computers. And when I changed computers, even before I changed computers, I wasn't really going back and looking at the journals anymore. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really looking at them anymore because I had got to the point where I understood exactly what I was trying to trade. You know what I'm saying? I understood exactly what I was trying to trade. So I wasn't really going back and looking at it no more. And so it was like becoming just like a waste of my time, because it's like I had got to the point where I understood it, and I had seen like what I'm trading so many different times that, I was just writing the same thing over and over and over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't learning from it anymore. I wasn't learning from it anymore because it's like I got to the point where I'm doing the same thing over and over, and I understand. You know what I'm saying? Even like now, since I understand so much about the concepts, if Michael teach something right now, I might take like a couple of small notes on something that I've never heard before. But if it's just like a clarification to something, it's like I automatically understand it, because it's like, you know what I'm saying, I'm well versed on so many different parts of it. And then a lot of the stuff that he be talking about now is just like recycled stuff that I already know. But no, I don't have any of my old. Oh, wait a minute, let me look inside here. Any of my old, but you get it. Like I did it manually. I don't have a what's the name? Oh, you know what? It should be something in the Discord. I used to have something in the Discord.
Next question is: have you ever had an issue with overtrading?
Yes. Yes.
And how'd you resolve that issue?
I tell everybody, my overtrading, spiraling, breaking rules. The only thing that changed that for me was losing a whole lot of money. Once I lost like over $14,000 in one day and was afraid to go tell my wife, I ain't never want to live that no more. I ain't never want to be in that position where I got to go face my wife and say, look, I done lost all this money. Or I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to ever put my family wasn't at risk because, but they could have been. Right, I don't never want to be in a place where I could be risking my. It's like losing that money. That's what changed. That's what stopped it for me. Right, and I tell every person, it's an individual thing. There's nothing that I can say that's going to change that for you. It's got to be something within you that say, okay, this is enough. Is that switch has to click inside you. Right, I can't say know your strategy more. I can't say do push-ups. I can't say lock yourself out of the account. I can't say walk away because everybody is different. Everybody mentality towards things is different. Everybody got different triggers. So just the honest answer is only you can answer that for you. Only you can change that for you. Now, if you want to share with me what causes you to overtrade, then I can maybe give some suggestions, but just saying, oh, you got to do this and it's going to stop you from overtrading, that animal don't exist in the forest.
Okay. So you're about to pass an account. I passed, hundreds of accounts before, and I can get to $2,500 and continue to trade and then end up blowing the account. Are over leveraging, just dumb stuff.
Okay. I can't say the closer you get to passing or the closer you get to a payout, I don't know why, but we just get stupid. Like it's so many times I've gotten, all I needed was $3,000 to pass an account and I would get to 29,096 and trying to get them last $4 blow the account. You know what I'm saying?
Been there, done that. I think I did that 2 weeks ago.
So it's like the closer you get to a payout or closer you get to passing, you get stupid. So what I started to do when it comes to like evals and payouts on PA accounts, if I get close, it can be $100 or $5. If I get close, I will not touch it. Even with micros, I will not touch it because if I take a losing trade, I'm gonna try to get it back. I'm coming back on like a clean slate. And sometimes I won't even touch that account for like a couple of days. I like let the idea of I only need this much get out of my mind. You know what I'm saying? I let it get in that, and it's easier for me to do that because like if I got 5 eval accounts or 5 funded accounts, I don't copy trade them anymore, right? I just trade them one at a time. You know what I'm saying? So if I get close, I just won't touch it. I won't touch it, like, because mentally it just do something to you when you know all you need is that little bit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why. It ain't just me. It ain't just you. It's so many. If they honest across the internet, I've seen so many people say the same thing. When you just need that little bit, you just blow it.
Tim, I literally sent you a message a couple minutes earlier about the same thing.
It's everybody. It's everybody, man. It just happens. So the only thing I can say is like what I do, like for example, if I got 5 accounts, right? And let's just say I trade one account and I get up to a profit that I'm happy with, right? I say, okay, I'm happy with this. I move to another account, right? Okay, I'm happy with that profit. I move to another account. right? Not just saying I'm making, like I'm just actively trading. I can take a loss, take a win, and then if I get down too much in there, I'm like, okay, I ain't pushing that one no more. I'm gonna move to another account, right? And as long as it's within my trading window where I'm trading. You know what I'm saying? And then just say if I'm like, just say if I done went through 4 and I'm on my 5th one, and that 5th one is like $5 away from like needing a payout or needing passing, right? I just walk away for the day because I don't have another account to go to. You know what I'm saying? I'll go into Tradeovate and hit the little lock thing. It like the manual lockout. I'll go there, hit it, manual lockout until the end of the trading day or whatever it say. I'll lock it out so I can't come back to it, right? And if you, cause when I'm trading through the prop firms through Tradeovate prop and Tradeovate prop, you can, once you go in to turn on the manual lock, it locks all the accounts in that prop firm. So if you got like multiple prop firms that you trading through Tradeovate, like when you go in and set up, like you just said, if you setting up your copy trade, it show you like all the accounts that you can put into there. Just like when you go to the lockout, it's going to lock out all those accounts. It's going to lock them out for the day. Right. And, but just say if I'm on like account number 3 and I get to like $50 away from a payout or $200 away from a payout, I'd be like, I'm going to switch over to another account. I'm not going to touch that one because if I take a loss, I'm going to start trying to get that money back. You know what I'm saying? But if I move over here and take a loss, I'm just starting on this account and I ain't finna start spiraling and doing nothing stupid because I'm in a fresh mindset of, okay, I'm starting from 0. Okay, that was just a bad trade. Whereas over here, I'm like, I'm messing up my profit. And that start making you revenge and over leverage. And I take a loss. Just say if I take a 12-point loss with a mini, right? Instead of going in and trading with 5 micros, now I'm trying to go in with 2 minis and get 6 points. You know what I'm saying? Start doing stupid stuff like that. So it's like, you know, it's you got to know yourself. But like for me, I just try to, I've put things in place to like kind of help me with my identity, right? So I got 5 accounts, but I'm going to trade one at a time. Or if I got 7 accounts, I'm going to trade one at a time. Because if I trade all of them together and I take a loss, now I see a whole bunch of red in my trading platform and I'm going crazy. But if I trade one and I take a $250 loss in one, oh, ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can get that back, you know, and wait for a good setup. But if I take a $250 loss across 7 accounts, I don't see a $250 loss. I see 7 times 250. You know what I'm saying? So I just put stuff in place to kind of like, I know me, you know what I'm saying? So you just got to figure out those things to kind of help feed your appetite, at the same time help control those triggers, like or control your reaction to them triggers. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Thank you for answering that. Seeing red on the chart or in your P&L for me is oof. I don't like seeing it.
Yeah, I don't like seeing it either. What I had to do, another thing that I did for a long time, right? I trade with the Ninja Trader desktop platform. It's the throwback Ninja Trader desktop platform. And
yeah, I do too.
Inside the control thing, instead of I have it clicked on it's not executions. It's one of them ones that don't show me nothing. I don't click on positions and I don't click on, I think it's accounts, because accounts show the money and positions show the money while you're in the trade. I click on one of them other tabs that don't show me nothing in the control center. So, and then when I like for my positions, when it's on, I just have it showing me ticks. I don't have it showing me the dollar amount. I just got it showing ticks. So it's like, I know that it's down, but I don't see that I'm down $150. I don't see that I'm down $200. I just see that I'm down like 10 points. You know what I'm saying? I see I'm down 10 points. I don't see that I'm down $200. I see that I'm up 15 points. I don't see that I'm up $300. You know what I'm saying? I can't see the money in that, because looking at the money, it's like, You know what I'm saying? And so I did that for a long time where I would keep it on a tab where I didn't see money. And for my position, I got it set to ticks instead of showing me like money.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, cause seeing that red, seeing that negative dollar amount, it takes out the best of us.
Yeah, that red gets me tight.
It takes out the best of us, I'm telling you. It takes
If I may. Hey, I'm just really one of the biggest issues I have is if I'm red on the day, I trade differently than if I'm good. If as soon as I start making a bad trade and I'm in the red or I go below my previous balance is when it goes down, is when
yes.
when the problems start. And you said it just now. You want to get it back, and that has destroyed me. I was just curious if you. I mean, I think you already gave me an answer too. It's just using ticks and getting that P&L out of your mind. But if you have anything else that you would suggest for dealing with being in the red, that'd be great.
Like I say, when it comes to dealing with being in the red, it's going to be an individual thing. But for me personally, right? And this was like after I got to the point where I didn't want to be, like, just the fear of possibly jeopardizing my family's well-being and having to face my wife. Like, once I got past that, that still don't stop me from being me. You know what I'm saying? So once I got past that, I started to put things in place where, you know what I'm saying, okay, this is how I'm going to feed my need. And what that was is like having multiple accounts but trading them one at a time, so that if I just feel the need to have to push the button, right, I'm gonna do it on, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna do it over here where I'm starting fresh. And you know what I'm saying, because that's before I stopped looking at the money. And then when I started not looking at the money, right, the only way I would know that I was down is if I was taking multiple losses in a row. Like if I was taking multiple losses in a row, I'd be like, I know I got to be down, and I would check then, right? But if I wasn't taking multiple losses in a row, it's like I wouldn't even know what the money was if I was taking like multiple trades, because when I'm getting into the trades, I'm not holding them a really long time, because I don't like holding my trades a really long time. So if I get into a trade and it's not moving in the way I desire it to, that's why I move over to the NQ, right? Because the NQ, with very small movement, it'll give me the money that I'm trying to make. So that was one thing, not looking at my P&L. Another thing was I started trading only micros for like 6 months. I only traded micros for 6 months, so that even if I did spiral one day, I wouldn't completely blow my account. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I only traded micros for like 6 months. But what only trading micros did, it helped improve my trading, because it taught me how to hold a trade. You know what I'm saying? It's like it taught me how to hold a trade. It taught me how to put a proper stop loss and how to hold a trade. And so what that made me do, that forced me to have to like when I wanted to get a proper stop loss once I moved back to the minis, right, I knew that I had to drop down. I had to learn how to drop down into the lower time frames. So I did that in the micros, right, where it was like an amount of money that wasn't going to like affect me mentally. And that right there was like one of the things to help me clear the highest hurdle that I had. Because the highest hurdle that I had was trusting the position and holding the position if it started to pull back against me. That was like one of my biggest things, that, you know what I'm saying? So that's how I was able to get over that, because it's like a lot of times I made myself go red because I would jump out of trade because I thought it was going to come get my stop loss. I used to do stupid stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But switching to micros for like 6 months and only trading micros, that helped me with my stop loss placement, doing it the right way. That helped me with holding the trade. That helped, you know what I'm saying? It helped with all that. But that's outside of everything I said, that's the only other thing that I know that I changed that really helped me, was like switching to only trading micros for like 6 months. And when I switched to micros, now don't be like, oh, I'm gonna do that and then go trade 8, 9, 10 micros. You might as well stay on a minute if you're trading 10 micros, right? It's like I was only trading micros and I wouldn't put on no more than 4 micros, right? Because I treated it just like if I can only put on 4 minis in this prop firm account, I'm only putting on 4 micros. If I can only put on 5, however many minis I could put on, them the only amount of micros that I would put on. Even though, you know what I'm saying, like if I'm just going crazy and I'm like, okay, I could put on 4 minis. I'm just putting on 4 minis trying to get it back, right? If I'm trading micros, 4 micros ain't gonna kill me even if I got a 20-point stop loss. So that right there, that really helped me out, because the whole thing behind the spiraling and the overtrading is the amount of money that you're losing. When you're losing these big amounts, you're trying to get it back fast.
Yeah, sometimes you be on the micros and you take a loss and you're like, let me get that back quick with a minute.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got to just stick. Cause I did that too. I was like, I was trading. Matter of fact, I was trading in my personal account one time, and I put on 3 micros, and I took a 15-point stop, and then on the next trade I switched to the minis and was like, I'm gonna get this right back. I'm gonna get this quick with the minis, and I took a 15-point stop loss on the minis. I said, Tim, you crazy? I got up and walked away because I was trading my real money. You know what I'm saying? I got up and walked away because with my real money, you know what always come back to my mind? When I lost that $14,000 and I had to face my wife. You know what I'm saying? So it like, and it's, and oh, this one thing right here too. I didn't say this. Even though it's a eval or a PA account, you got to treat it like it's your real money. And you got to say, okay, I just put my real $2,000 or $2,500 or whatever the prop firm you use and whatever they give you. If they give you $2,500, if they give you $2,000 for that 50K account, I just put my real $2,000 in here. So, and I'm gonna let you know right now, with like $2,000 of my own money, I'm not going to trade minis, right? But I would trade the minis with $2,000 in the prop firm. But I'm going to treat it like, okay, this is my $2,000. I know I only got $2,000, so I'm not going to go in here trying to put on 3 minis at a time, right? Because I'm going to lose this $2,000 fast. You got to treat it like, okay, I can't just go buy another account for $25. I can't just go buy another account for $89, right? Because guess what? If you do that now, if you buy an account for $89 10 times, you done spent almost $1,000. So, you know what I'm saying? You're going deeper and deeper and deeper in the red, right? You're going deeper. And so you may be, it may be monopoly money, but you're going deeper and deeper and deeper in the red, right? Because think about it now. When you get, you know what I'm saying? Because like for me, right? Yeah, I done got plenty payouts and I'm in the green on the payout side, right? But like if I go buy a Apex eval right now today, shoot, that thing might be APX, whatever, 200. You know what I'm saying? Because I done bought a whole heap of evals from them. You know what I'm saying? I done bought a whole heap of evals, and I know I done bought probably over 200 evals, and I know I done had like probably 40 or 50 PA accounts. You know what I'm saying? Like I done had a cause it's plenty times like I be taking payouts and then I just blow the account on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I just blow it on purpose because it'd be like I said, I don't want to trade live for nobody because I'm not paying $200 something a month for them fees. You know what I'm saying? So it's like once I get the payouts out of it that I want, I just blow it on purpose. you know, and start over with a new one, you know. But it's like, so if you sit down and you try this right, like for anybody out there, not just, you know, the people that's asking questions. If you trade with prop firms, go into your dashboard and pull down your billing, pull down how much you done spent with them overall and compare that to the payouts, right? If you in the red, hey, you need to really think about, hey, I need to seriously get on track because I'm hustling backwards. Because if you in the red, you could have that all that money you pumping into that prop firm, you could have put money in your own account, traded with micros, and probably been doing far better than you are now. Because trust me, when I trade, most time when I'm trading my personal account, I only trade micros. And I never put more than 3 micros on at a time. And I never put them all 3 on at the same time. I'll put one on, and if I get an opportunity to scale in, like on a pullback to a discount, I'll put another one on, right? But when I'm trading my own personal funds, right? It ain't no it ain't nothing for me to make like $800 on a trade just trading micros. Sometimes it's only 1 or 2 micros, right? Especially when the NQ be like running, like because I trade like the New York morning. So like in the New York morning, it ain't nothing for the NQ to run 100 points in less than 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? 100 points in less than 5 minutes. And let's just say you get half of that run with 1 micro. That's $100. That's $100. You know what I'm saying? And $100 within like an hour and a half, that's good money. You know what I'm saying? When I was working on my job, I wasn't making nothing but like $35 an hour. So if I can make $100 in an hour, I'm triple what I was getting paid at my job. You know what I'm saying? But we don't look at it like that.
That's true. Sometimes you even make $300 in like 10 minutes and you're like, you want more?
Yeah, it ain't enough. Yeah, and like today, when I came home from what's the name, right? I got here like it was like 3:30, 3:35, right? I went in, I took a short on the NQ, right? On the eval, right? And I made like 700. I made like 700 and something dollars, right? And then the first thing came to my mind was when I, you know what I'm saying, when I got out of the trade, oh, I could make 1,000. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I could make 1,000. Who makes 700 and something dollars in less than 10 minutes? What job pays you that? You see what I'm saying? Oh, I can make 1,000. Even though it was in an eval, you know what I'm saying? Because I dare not touch my funded accounts or my personal money coming off vacation Friday at 3:30. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I dare not. But that's the first thing that came to my mind. I could get 1,000. So guess what I did? I took a trade in another account. And then in that account, I made like 800 and some dollars. I was like, God dog, I still ain't made 1,000. You know what I did? I put lockout on Trade Evade and I got up and walked away. Now, mind you now, I ain't sit down and turn the computer on until like 3:30, 3:35. And I done took 2 trades inside 2 different accounts, and I'm still talking about I could have made more money. That mean a half hour ain't even went by yet. Cause the market don't close until 4. Well, the futures market don't close to 5, but the New York market don't close until 4. Right? So even right now to this day, I'm sitting in front of y'all. You know, I never try to pretend like I got it all together or I don't have these problems. You ain't by yourself. You just like Michael J say, you are not alone. We all deal with this every day. We just got to find the things to make. And you know what? Believe it or not, just me sitting here talking with y'all, telling y'all I still deal with this right now today, and I was dealing with it today. That right there helps you more than anything else because you know it ain't just me. You know, man, so these guys on the internet, they be looking perfect. They ain't perfect. Once you realize the people that you not say, you know what I'm saying, anybody look up to me, but once you realize the people who you see as like these great traders and you think they don't have these struggles, once you realize they still have the same struggles as you, that take a little bit of weight off your shoulders, that you ain't got to be so perfect. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'll sit here and talk all night. So, hey, if y'all if y'all ain't got that else, I guess we'll call it there. Cause I can run my mouth. I can
Nah,
run.
you keep talking, Tim. You're awesome. I really appreciate it. I'm dealing with this too, and I've encountered the newest problem, which is I blew an account today purely out of anger that my real trade and my funded and not my funded, my Charles Schwab account, I have an options trade and it's going against me. And that trade's going against me. There's nothing I can do. Just hold and pray. But then I'm going into my in my funded prop account and I'm trading that and my biases go up. I want the market to go up. And then I realize that I'm putting my bias as seeing the market bullish when I'm not looking at the chart. I'm focused on my other stuff. My head is not in it. And now I'm just trying to deal with something else that's in the back of my mind.
Yeah.
And I'm not focused on what I'm doing because my bias is all screwed up because I can't trade because I'm thinking about other stuff. And it's like a whole new balance between putting something out of my head. There's an options trade. It's supposed to be smooth. You put the option trade on, you forget about it. I got assigned, and then I don't like where I'm at, so I just got to deal with it.
But what I did with that, like, cause I used to trade options. I was like an options trader. I used to day trade options and swing trade options, right? And then when I started trading futures, my options trades affected my bias for my futures, right? Like if I was in puts, it was hard for me to participate on the long days. I was trying to make it be a short day because I'm in puts. If I was in calls, I was trying to make a red day be bullish. And it's like I could not because I'm focusing on I'm bleeding over here. And instead of making money over here, I'm bleeding over here too because I'm trying to force the market to go. And so I had to cut several ties with the options. I severed ties. I just went strictly futures because I like you say if I'm in a call, then I can't function on clear short days. Like I'm constantly trying to pick the bottom. It's got to reverse here. It's got to bounce off this discount PD rate. It's a clear trend day to the downside, and I'm steady taking these losses on these longs because I got, you know what I'm saying, I got some calls that expire in 2 weeks or a month or whatever, and I'm bleeding profusely over here. You know what I'm saying? So I had to cut ties. I couldn't cook out of two pots no more. I had to sever ties with options, and like I done talked to the gang about this in the past. That's why I stopped. Outside of the fact that I hate the Greeks, I stopped trading options because it was affecting my futures trading when it comes to bias and focusing on trading what I see. You know what I'm saying? My big thing is trade what you see, not what you want. And as long as I got open positions, it's hard for me to trade what I see. I'm always gonna trade what I want.
I hear you. I agree with you too. My brother's following. My brother's the one leading the way with the options trade, and he's kind of a genius with it. He's kind of up there. His account's like 10 times, 20 times the size of my account. I'm doing well. So he's kind of given me he fed me this trade and it's like completely the other side of the world, man. He loves the trade and he's still in it and he's down. And I'm in the trade and I'm down and I think it's a terrible position. It's hilarious. So it's still going and like it's like, he's telling you you're good, you just flip, you start selling puts now that you've been assigned, and he thinks it's terrific. And I'm like, I'm looking at the numbers, and I'm like, I'm down bad on this trade.
Yeah.
You want me to start selling selling calls on the stock? It's like,
Now,
ugh.
I can say the one thing I can say that I've never done is take a position because of somebody else's reasoning, because I need to
I agree.
know I need to know why I'm taking this position, because like, and that's why like my family asked me to feed them like back in the day when I was trading options. I used to feed, I had like a group chat where I would feed them the positions that I was doing, and I stopped doing that because now I'm having to manage all these different risk tolerance, because nobody has the same risk tolerance. So if it go against like for example, it was an Apple position back in 2021. It was an Apple position, right? And I'm in the position holding like 25 contracts, right? So if I'm holding 25 contracts, I can afford to lose a nice amount of money before it starts to hurt, because I'm affording to buy such a large position and this ain't killing my portfolio. But somebody who's going heavy in it, taking 75% of their portfolio, trying to get 2 contracts, if it start going against them, it's going against all of us. So now they portfolio is dying, and I just got like a paper cut, and I'm like, now I got to try to manage your position, and I got to try to manage your position, and I got to try, and then somebody fall through the radar, and now somebody over here blowing their account, or somebody over here unhappy. So I stopped doing it because they don't know why I'm taking a trade. They're just doing it because I said so. You know what I'm saying? So now I don't know how to manage it for you, because I don't know what your risk tolerance is. I don't know how you're sizing into it. I don't know if you over leveraging, right? And so if I take a trade because somebody else said so, right? And I'm going in, right, thinking, okay, he said it's a home run, so I'm going to go in heavy, right? It like, and that's why I don't like when I hear people like giving out signals or telling people to do this right here, or people saying, oh, we made $10,000 today, right? Okay, you made $10,000 today, but you may have only risked 2% of your account. And now me over here with a $2,000 account, I'm not gonna make 10,000 if I'm only risking 2% of my account. So now I'm over here putting my whole 2,000 in, trying to make 10,000. You know what I'm saying? Because you put 2,000 in, I don't know, you got $75,000 and you putting 2,000 in. I'm putting in 2,000, and that's the only 2,000 I got. You know what I'm saying? So it start to get into stuff like that. You don't know the nuances of why they doing it. You don't know how much they're risking. You don't know if they're planning on scaling in later. You don't know if they're planning on averaging down or averaging up. You don't know what they plan on doing. It's like, just like you say, for example, you say you feel like it's going against you bad, right? And not saying it is, but it could be a thing where, like I was saying earlier, you scale in a little bit at this point, and if it give you another opportunity, you scale in a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not communicating that to the people over there that's bleeding. They went all in on the first time, right? But I'm scaling in, bringing down my cost basis. And so now when I'm getting ready to cash out, I'm like, hey, let's cash out a little bit. They like, man, I'm still down. Like, why are you still down? I'm up. You see what I'm saying? But I didn't average down, but they ain't have no money to average down. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I just try to stay away from, I only enter stuff where I know why I'm getting in, right? Like, even when I'm watching other streamers, right? I like to watch other streamers just because I like trading stuff, but I never trade whatever. Like, if they in a position, I don't care. Even if they trade ICT concepts, if they in a position, I don't care, right? If they trade other stuff, if they in a position, I don't care. Right? I know what I'm looking for on the charts, and I know why I'm doing it, because if I do something based off of what you said do, now I don't know how to manage this trade because I don't know why I got in it. You know what I'm saying? And then now that's going to stress me out. I'm stressing over this trade And if you're stressed out in life, if you're stressed out over a trade, if you're stressed out in a relationship, if you're stressed out at work, it all affects your trading. All of it. You got to have a clear mind when you're trading. You can't trade sleepy. You can't trade angry. You can't trade up. I don't even trade hungry. If I'm hungry, I won't trade.
That's funny. Yeah, I find that's very true. It's if you gotta be focused, you gotta be sharp. That's to the person who said that before, how do you keep from over trading? And I think there are some key things that are going on if you're over trading. If you're over trading too much, you're not professional enough to realize that you're getting tired and that your focus is falling off. If I've done a job before where I could do it 24 hours straight, but I'd done that job for 10 years at that point. I haven't done this for 10 years. I am not professional. So my focus falls off after a couple hours. So I think if you're staying in the charts too long, you're gonna lose that. You're gonna lose that sharpness. And if you lose that sharpness, you're gonna get sloppy. You get sloppy, you're gonna make mistakes. So you need to, when you're starting off, you need to have a designated time, and you need to stop because you don't know what you don't know yet. And you're gonna build up that stamina over time. But yeah, the risk tolerance thing is absolutely true because I realize my brother knows more than me. And I realize now that his timeline is much further out than mine. I don't want to be in this thing. I don't want to be a community member of this stock. I want to be done with it. I want to have my capital ready to go. And it's like, nah, he's
all right, Rhonda.
It's wild.
Appreciate you for pulling up with us. Rhonda says she's fun to tap out. I was about to say something. I lost my train of thought. I had something had sparked my mind, and I lost it. I don't know. Anyway, it's 9:22 in my neck of the woods. It's pretty late. We're going into the weekend. What's the this see, Saturday, Sunday. I pull up Sunday and do a weekend chart prep with y'all. Just go through and look at price, dissect price, see what it's been doing while I've been gone, and like do a weekend chart prep. Just do a deep dive on price, everything that's going on. Do a weekend chart prep for the for the higher time frame. We really ain't been doing much. We just still consolidating, but we'll still dig into it on Sunday. Go through price, and then if y'all want to chop it up a little bit more, then we'll chop it up a little bit more. But we done been on here for a while, and ain't gonna drag people out forever. But again, man, remember, try to keep your emotions in check. Try to size down. Try to lock yourself out. When I say size down, I mean like moving to micros. If you got multiple accounts, try trading one at a time. These are all the things that I've done throughout my trading career thus far that kind of helped me at different points, at different pain points, because everybody have different pain points they got to go through. And hey man, everybody, y'all got my information and stuff, and being here on the tube, y'all know I don't mind. You reach out to me and be like, hey Tim, yada yada yada. I love running my mouth. I don't mind talking to folk about this, because trading is a lonely job. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got too many people that we can talk to about it, honestly. There's a whole lot of people out there, they either out to get something from you, or they too busy pretending like they more than what they really are. You know what I'm saying? So, holla at your boy. If you hear me.
Thank you for your time, Tim.
All right, man. I ain't even going to sign off tonight. I'm just going to hang up on y'all. So, I'll see you soon. I'm gone.